You know, on that trip.
You're going to broadcast on the TV?
All right, we good. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the OTN podcast, where we hate every single person here, literally. But we got let's see, we got my boy Juan, Lionel, and Zion here tonight. If anybody else makes an appearance, we're sorry for them being tardy. We have no control over that. But we do got a little bit of NBA to talk about tonight. A lot of bit of NFL, I guess. Sorry we ain't streamed last night. We was busy. But anyways, first question of the night, and I kind of like this one. I seen this one smooth off Reddit. It said, if Joakim Noah replaced Draymond Green on the Warriors, would they have won 4 rings?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Like, for what Joakim, you don't think Joakim Noah, like what Joakim Noah did on the Bulls, you don't think Draymond Green do? Like, you don't think Joakim Noah did more for the Bulls than what Draymond do for the Warriors, I should say?
I mean, he probably did more, but I don't see him doing what Draymond Green did for the Warriors. Like, I feel like that was a matchmaking heaven type shit.
I don't know.
So the way I would think about it is, Joakim Noah was a defensive player of the year candidate, but his defense was in the paint. Draymond is the paint and the perimeter. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He could do a little bit of both. Well, he could do a lot of both, I should say.
Was Joakim Noah that much of a passer like Draymond? Like,
Nah, Joakim Noah was a good passer.
yeah, I'm about to
For
say.
center.
like
For
Draymond,
center.
Maybe not.
Draymond, like,
He wasn't as good as Draymond, but not really
He,
a center.
he had a
like,
couple seasons averaging over 5 assists, so I feel like that's
For a center, he was good.
not to
yeah,
mention. My bad. Well, I ain't mean to cut you off, but not to mention, I mean, Joakim Noah was an MVP candidate. I think he was like fifth this one year. He was fifth.
Yeah.
they
So,
probably, they probably would have won 1 or 2 rings. I don't know about all 4.
what you think, son?
Oh, me? I don't got no comment on that. I don't really got no opinion on that, to be honest.
You don't got no
That's,
opinion on that. Do you think he winning it? Do you think the Warriors will win all 4 rings or not?
They're not from
I
Michigan, so he don't care.
don't even know, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm staying out of this one.
But anyway,
Shame.
Noah was on that team with Al Horford in Florida.
might have been. I know Joakim Noah went to Florida. I don't know if he played with Al Horford or not.
Yeah, I think they won a championship. I'm not sure if that was together or not.
I don't know. But Bleacher Report came out with their 2016 NBA redraft. I don't know if y'all seen it, but if y'all didn't, I'm gonna just go over the first 10 they had, or probably not even the first 10. Everybody that's notable. So at number one they had Brandon Ingram. At number two they had Jalen Brown. Three they had Jamal Murray. Four they had Dejounte Murray. Five they had Ben Simmons. Six Pascal Siakam. Seven Sabonis. Eight Fred VanVleet. And nine Jakob Poeltl, and 10 Malcolm Brogdon. What would you change with that? And do you think they disrespectful to Malcolm Brogdon
I
having
was,
Jakob Poeltl over him?
I was just about to say that. How is he was number,
Um, he said who
Anybody?
was number 3.
You said what happened?
Juan said who was number 3, I think, right?
Oh, Jamal Murray was number 3.
Who was number 8?
Fred VanVleet.
I'm taking Malcolm Brogdon over Fred VanVleet too.
I'm taking him over Ben Simmons. At, th- at this
Oh,
at this point, yeah.
Hey, that's tough. Well, I think they kind of got disrespectful at for real, putting Pascal Siakam at 6. Like, I'm not big on Siakam, but to be like he honestly could be number one out of this draft. Like, man just went.
I'm
He
sorry,
just
but
he just went 13 All NBA. Um,
I'm about to say I would put
I
him
think
one.
I'm about to say he just averaged 23, 8 and 5. He had another season before we averaged 23, 7 and 3. Season before this season, he averaged 21, 7 and 4. So I feel like putting Siakam at 1 over Brandon Ingram and even Jalen Brown isn't crazy.
You said Sabonis was in this, right?
Yeah, Sabonis was at 7.
And who was at 6'5" 4"?
Well,
6 was
five.
Siakam.
Can you just say the list over again?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Actually,
need.
to be fair, I'm about to send in the chat. But I'm gonna say it again. So 6 was Sabonis. I mean Siakam. 5 was Ben Simmons. 4 was DeJounte Murray. Then 3
What was the
Jamal
shot?
Murray. Yeah, 4 was DeJounte Murray.
What chat you sending this in?
I said it in the OTN pod. The iMessage.
Oof.
So if you ask me, cause they just came out with this about 2-3 days ago. So it's not like this was back in 2016. This is like recent.
I like how they had Brandon Ingram #1.
Yeah,
That's
I do think Ingram is one, but I do think there's an argument you can make to put Pascal Siakam over Ingram. Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, for him to be after Ben Simmons is so crazy. Like
Yeah, I
Ben
would
Simmons is
put.
I fought for Ben Simmons multiple times, but like when it comes to all around basketball, like you gotta hit free throws, you gotta hit a jumper. Like I feel like he shouldn't be top 5.
Yeah, only thing I'm switching is Siakam and Sabonis. Siakam going to #1, and then it's Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray, DeJounte. Then it's Sabonis, then Ben Simmons.
Dang,
And then Brogdon, Van Vliet, and Jakob Poeltl.
you putting Siakam #1?
Yeah.
I will too.
I don't know about that. I would take Brandon Ingram and Jaylen Brown over him, but I think he's 3.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll probably go Brandon Ingram 1 because I think he has the highest upside of all of them. Jalen Brown 2, then 3.
I like to see Siakam at 3, then Murray.
Yeah, I like him too, but I don't know.
I think Jaylen Brown got the highest upside out of all of them, but
Who?
Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah. Nah, Brandon Ingram upside is higher than Jaylen Brown to me.
Honestly, out of everybody, I mean, out of those 3, I think Brandon Ingram do got the highest upside. But if you ask me, Sabonis probably got the highest upside on the list. To be honest, like Sabonis got the upside of Jokic. Brandon Ingram has the upside of KD, but let's be a little realistic. The way it's looking, it ain't happening. Well, he's still young as hell, so I ain't even gonna say it ain't happening. But my argument with Siakam at 1 is he has 2 All NBA teams. Nobody else on the list has 1, I don't think.
What, 3rd team?
Yeah, he has 2 third teams, which is.
And he do have that chip with Kawhi.
Dude got a chip. The only thing, he just the ugliest player here, like in terms of Brandon Ingram and Jaylen Brown. He like nobody likes watching that man spin, but it's effective and it works. So
yeah, I can see your argument for having him at 3, but Malcolm Brogdon definitely can't be under Fred VanVleet or Jakob Poeltl, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think you could put Brogdon over Van Vliet, to be honest. I mean,
Fred. I like Fred, but he's just too inconsistent. And plus, like
he is.
I feel like he's a little bit better offensively, and Malcolm Brogdon just a way better defender.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel it. All right. So I seen this one question on Twitter. It was going crazy. They was arguing over what NBA player of all time has the best nickname.
I can give you a football nickname, NFL Young Bull.
Go ahead. Anyway. Nah, they was getting the obvious ones out the way, like Magic, and you know,
the Mamba.
Yeah, Mamba and shit. But for me, for real, I ain't gonna lie. I like Andre Karolinko's AK-47, bro. That joint is so hard to me, dog.
Yeah, because
you know why? There's that gangster in you. That's why.
Oh, nah,
I'm about to troll for a second, bro.
It makes sense.
I think the hardest. Nah. I think the hardest nickname is King James. Cause think about it, you got grown men calling you a king. Reevaluate your life for a second. Why are you calling another man a king, bruh? You a grown ass man calling another man a king. Think about it. So that got to be the hardest.
I like White Mamba, John.
Dick ride. Dick ride cool. He's just not tough.
Nah, cause he was so ass, but they called him White Mamba. Like this shit was funny. Thank you.
Also, like KD. KD got a
Snake.
bunch of them. Yeah, slap. Bro, that joint hard, bro.
Now,
It is.
Slim Reaper is tough.
Reaper very hard.
Boy,
Nah, it's
Snake.
not bad. I thought they was calling him Cupcake.
Go ahead. There's a couple of things too. Like you got Allen Iverson. They call him the answer. Like the answer is hard, especially for like the narrative he got. You got
All
David
Pierce.
Robinson. Yeah, the truth is tough. You got David Robinson calling him the Admiral and stuff.
Who was the post? You know who the postman was?
Yeah, we know Karl Malone.
Oh, another. I'm about to
Dr.
troll
J.
again. Ray Allen. Why are you calling another
ahead.
man Jesus?
Go ahead.
Like, what is wrong with y'all? But hey, me personally, I wouldn't do that.
Go ahead.
But hey, maybe y'all different.
Thank God Steven not here. You know what he was saying.
The Flash.
Hell nah.
I mean, this nickname doesn't go for the for a player, but it goes for a team. You know, LeBronto. You feel me?
Go ahead.
And
Oh,
get rid
wait.
of that, LeBronto.
Oh, weak.
What
I was watching Kick Genius, Mike, but they call it House now. And I was watching one of their videos. They was clowning on who got the worst like nickname. And they were talking about Kevin Garnett, talking about how like the big ticket. I'm like, that dude sound ass for Kevin Garnett. That sound ass. That sound ass as hell.
Ass, bro.
I'm like, what?
Do Embiid-
It's
Embiid-
funny because what you about to say, Juan?
You want to know?
Embiid got a nickname?
I don't know.
But I'll call that nigga, bro.
I don't know.
I'm about to look. Hold on, give me a second. But my next
You wanna
question
know
was about to be the worst one.
You want to know You want to know another bad nickname?
What you want? Come on. So what is it, nigga?
Playoff P.
So I'm looking at Embiid. I'm looking at Embiid's nickname. His name is it's Troel, the Phantom of the Process, the Process, or JoJo.
The process, yeah.
Process is his nickname.
All right.
Worst
worst-
nickname, I guess you could say White Mamba.
Man, this dude in our chat said, Chris Capel, I said, what's your opinion on the United game today?
Yeah, I just saw that too. I was just looking. I know you to talk. What
I thought
United game?
that's Timmy, bro. But you
What
talking
you-
about soccer? I ain't
Oh,
watching. I
soccer.
ain't gonna lie to you. So,
I
unfortunately,
didn't watch it. I had work.
the only soccer games I watch is the joints that be on late at night, and I be up. So, fortunately, I really don't be too tuned. But the
Magic.
big. You said what?
No, I was gonna say. I said I don't know what time it was on, but if it was on, I was watching football.
Yeah, for real, that too. But the worst nickname to me. What would be the worst nickname? I don't like nicknames nowadays where niggas use just their initials for nicknames. Like niggas say AD or SGA.
Well, AD got
Or-
the brow. You feel me?
Like, well, yeah, you do got the brow, but most people say AD. You feel me? Most people, we call Shay Shy Guy, but his real name, niggas call him SGA. Like, but I guess the worst to me.
Westbrook.
No, that's a great one because he's horrible. I'd have to think. Probably playoff P. Playoff P don't sound tough to me. Not gonna lie to you. That dude is not
It's
tough.
not. It's not. PG-13 was cool.
Oh,
PG-13 was hard.
going back to the best nickname, it gotta be the Greek Freak. The Greek Freak. Like, bro, that's perfect, bro.
It is
I like
perfect,
it.
bro.
I like it.
I ain't gonna say it's the best though.
Right.
Damn.
You pulling your phone out your pocket, bro? Like, God damn.
My hand over my speaker.
Hey, Aunt.
So I had fell asleep, my bad.
Yeah, we know. And you still drinking?
No, it's just orange juice.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. I got another question. Which NBA team will be the best if you put their franchise's GOAT on their team?
Wait, what?
Which NBA team will be the best if you put their franchise's GOAT on their team? So if you put Michael Jordan on the Bulls,
Yeah.
Kobe on the Lakers.
Yeah, who let's go for the Lakers?
We talking about today's NBA team?
Yeah, today like the team right now. So like the Wizards right now, if I added freaking Wes Unseld on the Wizards, like
I'll be.
or
It got,
Elvin Hayes,
it got to be Boston with Larry Bird.
Hell yeah.
or Golden State with Will Chamberlain.
Or
That would
Golden
be
State.
tough too.
Or
That'd be tough,
or
too.
the Lakers.
With
You can
who?
pick
Kobe, Magic, or Shaq?
Yeah, that's or you know,
Or
we got options.
Kareem, Wilt.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got options.
Y'all still got Westbrook on your team, so it won't matter.
Through that.
I'm weird.
Yeah.
He's not playing. He's not
You
playing.
think, you think Westbrook allowed Kobe to shoot 20 shots? Hell no.
No, he's not playing. Kobe ain't gonna let him. He's not playing.
Clippers with Chris Paul.
Nah.
Nah. Boo.
Hell nah.
Yeah,
I mean,
what other team?
Milwaukee with Wilt, that'd be fire. Oster.
You mean Kareem?
I'm about to say Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem.
Not Kareem.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
No, Milwaukee with Kareem will be tough.
The Heat
Not-
with LeBron.
Not a lot of spacing, but
Nah, fuck these. They
Heat with
ass.
LeBron. Heat with
But,
LeBron.
I mean,
Nah.
is LeBron the Heat go? Wouldn't it be D Wade? Because you know, LeBron
Nah,
been playing for
wouldn't
4
it be
years.
D-Wade?
Man, if that's,
We got Steven.
I feel like in terms of Heat culture, he gonna say D Wade, but I don't know. If you ask me, it's LeBron. I won't care.
Pistons with Josh Smith? Nah, let me stop.
Nah, Josh Smith used to be tough.
Nah,
I
2K14
don't-
days, man.
A prime Carmelo on the Nuggets would be fire.
Ooh,
That would be tough. That would be tough.
Jamal, Jokic,
That's
and
tough.
Porter, Carmelo.
That's nasty. I
That
can't
would be
lie.
tough.
That
That would be tough.
too bad Melo ain't gonna pass him the ball, man.
Sixers with AI.
Mm.
Hmm.
Who the
I
Suns
think
got?
Julius
I forgot.
Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley at the
That-
4.
Power forward is their weakest position too. So
Yeah, but it's the Suns.
I ain't gonna lie. It has to be the Warriors or the
Well.
Celtics.
yeah, might have to agree with you on that.
But their team's already good. Just adding those two on their teams is like they beating every other team.
We only added one.
Yeah, you only have one. Yeah, he's saying all of the Celtics right now, and then you add Larry Bird on top
Or the
What's the-
Warriors.
with Will.
adding- Yeah, those two teams. I didn't mean
I'm about to
those two
say,
players.
what's one for the Timberwolves? Because, they got a solid team. Starting lineup, man.
Fucking Kevin
Who-
Garnett. Too many bigs.
Nah.
Kevin
Damn.
Garnett.
Too many bigs.
Hell
Too
nah.
many bigs.
Damn.
There really isn't no teams in contention, bro. I guess. And who you think, bro?
I'm a one, either the Golden State or the Celtics.
Y'all think the Bulls?
I think the Lakers too. Kind of. Like I think Magic or Kareem or Shaq playing with LeBron is.
And AD. Don't forget AD.
Man,
Yeah.
Juan Brother said Magic, LeBron, and AD would go crazy. Or no, he said Kobe, LeBron, and AD go crazy.
I think
will, yeah.
I'll
Still
pick
don't think they're
Shaq.
being-
Ain't nobody guarding
Yeah.
Shaq today.
Steph Curry and Wilt, so like that's
I just sound so AIDS, bro.
Yeah. I mean, but the only thing is, their offense isn't pick and rolls. You mean it's just a whole bunch of spacing and running around. So
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's why
I
you
mean,
got
Wilt be
Wilt.
most effective pick and roll. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
they you act like they can't run a pick and roll.
No, but
I mean-
I'm not saying they can't, but that's not their offense.
He could take the Draymond role where Draymond hand it off and do the pick and roll.
Yeah, what Draymond gonna do?
Listen, it's Wilt on the court, bro. Take Draymond off the court, bro.
Or something. Better, I don't know, something.
What
Like
about
imagine Poole and Wilt, bro. Like that'd be fire pick and roll. Cause Jordan
You-
Poole is a nice pick and roll guard.
Yeah, like Jordan
So out of
Poole
everybody on the league,
is top 3 in
Jordan
the
Poole.
league.
And what, pick and roll offense?
Why would you do
He's just
pick and
talking
roll
shit.
with Jordan Poole? Do it with Curry.
Jordan Poole can run a pick and roll. Like, if you ain't see it,
Facts.
he could do playoff.
But
Facts.
he's not in the starting lineup.
He need to be.
What about the Mavericks with Dirk? They was just in the Western Conference Finals.
But Luka and Dirk,
I guess.
Dirty
Luka, Dirk, and then they pick up Kyrie or Colin Sexton.
fraud. That'd be Luka, Dirk, and Christian Woods. I respect it.
The Cavs with LeBron.
nah, that's a good team.
Ooh. That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Unfortunately, once LeBron goes there, they'll be all role players, so it ain't like it don't matter.
You heard
Nah, he
Nah.
probably like listening.
What'd you say, Juan?
Brooklyn with KD?
Nah.
That's-
I really don't know who's their dope. Like, would you say
Brooke Lopez.
Vince Carter?
Brooke Lopez.
Oh, Toronto events right now, Fred. Vince.
That's not
Siakam,
it, bro.
OG.
That's not it, bro. That's
Scotty?
not it, bro. That's
Hey.
not it.
Hey,
If you'd have said
Yeah.
T-Mac, I'd have looked at it a little different. I'd be like, But
T-Mac.
he not their GOAT, so. All right. So I guess we can all agree on Celtics or Warriors for real.
what about Hakeem on the Rockets? When they made the playoffs, even though that team already asked when they made the playoffs
Nah.
with Hakeem though.
Nah. No shot.
Who's Memphis dope? Paul
Mike.
Gasol?
Mike
Zach
Conley.
Randolph.
Zach Randolph and Mike Conley.
Mark Gasol, maybe.
Or what if you put KD on the Thunder right now? Would they make the playoffs? Or nah?
Probably.
If
Maybe.
you put KD on the Thunder and nobody else on the team gets their GOAT, then yeah, they make the playoffs.
Well, yeah.
Or, hold on. Chris Paul on the Pelicans?
Yeah, that's
That'd be
him and
tough.
Zion. That's crazy.
It's Chris Paul. He'll
Or
find-
AD, they need a big trade Jonas. Pick up
They need a
AD.
big. Why? You just said they had Jonas, Zion.
I mean, what they
But
trade?
yeah, bro.
Trade
Chris
Jonas,
Paul-
like we was just saying. Trade Jonas, Ingram
No.
for KD. Have
Bruh,
AD.
listen, Chris Paul, CJ, Brandon Ingram, Zion, and Jonas. That's OC, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna slide down to the next joint. I'm gonna do what we did for football, but for NBA turn. So, what point guard next season got the most approved?
Jamal Murray.
Like it, shit.
I have to go into depth why or
Yeah, you can.
all right, so I'll say Jamal Murray because, I mean, he was hurt a lot last year, but, after the bubble and all that, he was going crazy in the bubble, too. He was looking like an all-star out there, so I'm pretty sure people want to see if he can still be an all-star player outside of the bubble. He had a couple of flashes, the next year outside of the bubble, but I don't think there's any crowds in the gyms yet at that point, so
Yeah, I feel it.
he hurt.
I got 3 people. I got Colin Sexton.
I'm about to say
James.
just say one, then explain it. Then whoever you got after that, just keep saying because I'm trying to clip it too.
Got you. Well, I want to start off with Brunson because he got to prove to me he made that much. Like everybody saying he made that to his dad and stuff. But you got to prove to me that you're that type of player. I know he's a good player. When Luka was out them first 2 games, he led the Mavs to a victory. But for me, he got to prove that he can do that year round and be like a number 1, number 2 player on that team. And then my number 2 guy would be James Harden because it looked like he lost a step last year, but he got to prove that he's still that guy. You feel me? Especially, you got to carry us further to the playoffs. You and Embiid should automatically be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Just y'all 2 alone.
Yeah.
What
You
about
got a third
your
one?
It's Colin Sexton, but I mean, already.
So you had him twice?
Huh?
I said you had him twice?
Nah, he said Brunson Harden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brian
Because he
Hard.
started off with Colin Sexton. My fault.
yeah, nah, he did. He did.
But then he told me clean because I was telling name all three, and I would say him is pretty much already explanatory. Like I feel like he lost his job already to the point guard now in Cleveland. I forgot boy name Darius.
Uh,
So like he got to prove that like you feel me. He's still a starting point guard in this league to me.
I think well, no matter how much he play, I don't think people opinion is gonna change for real. But Westbrook, I mean, no matter how good he play, Westbrook, because as much as everybody called him trash, this and that, everything got everybody say about him. Supposedly, I don't know. I think he got to come out there. He got to prove all his doubters wrong. Uh, and I ain't really have a second one. So
yeah.
Look, man. Oh, you going next, Mike? Or
Nah, you got it. You got it.
look, man. I ain't even gonna put this. I ain't even gonna put this with this. This gonna be a clip by itself. This video for you, DeJounte fucking Murray. I don't know what's going on with your ass, but ever since you left the Spurs, you been tweaking, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. With Pablo in the summer league, clowning with John Collins and Trae Young, and then you bouncing the fucking ball off a white boy head. Like, what is wrong with you? So you gotta prove to me that you really bout that when it come down to the regular season, man. I know you was good with the Spurs. People were saying Pop was holding you back or whatever. So I want to see what you really about since you doing all this bullshit over the off season. That's all I gotta say, man.
yeah, he had been wilding out in summer league against some against some like just regular people. Like I don't know.
Some
He
niggas
I don't know.
that work with me. These niggas work with me.
Yeah.
You go over there clowning.
Yeah. All right. Well, my point guard that has the most to prove, and when I say most to prove, I mean he has a lot to prove to me. Maybe not to everybody else, but it's John Wall. I gotta see it. John Wall can still hoop, even though he's making not as much as he nearly was making with that 40-something mil at the Rocket. He still better show me that boy could hoop. He better be. He can show me that he got to start over Reggie Jackson. If you can't start over Reggie Jackson, clearly you're not hooping no more. Even though Reggie Jackson is very good, but I know what John Wall capable of, so I need to see him put it in on the court. You feel me?
I got another one. All right, so my other point guard is Chris Paul. You can't be called the point guard and do ungodly things in the playoffs. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? He need to prove. He got to prove to me he all time. He all time, but he not all time.
All right, to piggyback off Mike, I think Reggie Jackson got something to prove. Don't be out there thinking John Wall better than you. We know what you made of, boy. Come on now. So hey, you got to prove that you can stay in that starting lineup. Vice versa for John Wall, like Mike said. So they both got something to prove.
Also, I got another one. I got Lonzo Ball. I feel like Lonzo slowly gets better and better, but for some reason I feel like he plateaued. But I kind of want to see him get better nonetheless. I just want him to prove to me that he gonna get better.
He was injured this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was having a great start.
Yeah, to piggyback off what Mike said, I think Alex Caruso got something from all that stuff.
I forgot about something crazy. D'Angelo Russell got to still prove that he's good at basketball to me, because
that's a good one.
D'Angelo Russell played probably the worst basketball he's ever played in his career in Minnesota. Even comparing it to the Lakers, like it just seemed like he didn't belong on the court damn near half the time. So yeah, D'Lo got fix it up.
I mean, if we doing D'Lo, then I'm gonna have Pat Bev. You feel me? Got to see what Pat Bev doing. I mean, all the emotion they had in the playing tournament, man. I'm gonna have to see that on the Jazz. He gonna have to lift them to the playoffs. I need to see it.
All right, so we about to work our way down. Let's go to shooting guard.
Yo,
Bradley Beal.
Go ahead, Juan. You can explain it to the word right on my mouth. Well, go ahead.
Who you say?
Nah, go ahead.
He said Bill.
I was gassing because I knew you was about to say it. Go ahead. That's not
Oh
my
yeah,
answer.
that man Bradley Bill. I don't know how many times the Wizards fans, I should say, have high expectations for the teams. Even randoms on NBA Twitter be putting the Wizards as like a mid team or a playoff hope rather than a lottery team. And I'm like, no way you can look at this roster and say that we're not a lottery team. But they see Bradley Beal, and that is their whole reason as to why we're not a lottery team. So if Bill can take the Wizards to the playoffs with like no extreme hope, then he got it. But until I see that, or until I stop seeing the bum time stats or the useless buckets, then he regular Bill to me.
Who go next? No one? Okay. The shooting guard I think needs approval the most to me, is Devin Booker. I gotta see why he the best shooting guard. You feel me? You can't have Luka looking at you like that and not think it's can't go out like that. You feel me? You just can't let it happen. You feel me? Me personally, y'all know I don't think he's the best shooting guard, but I gotta see why people put him as the best shooting guard. So for me, I feel like he has the most to prove to me. What?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Stay quiet.
I think the best Peyton Pritchard because he's white power.
That's mine.
Wow.
Nobody else? All right, well.
A shooting
All right.
guard.
All right, to give you a non-troll answer, the person I think, is he considered a shooting guard? I'm gonna put him as shooting guard. THT. I see the glimpses of something that he could be, and also the awful that he could be as well. So I think he has a lot of proof on this Laker team. If he doesn't prove, most likely he's gonna get traded or he's not gonna get signed back. But I feel like he has a lot of proof this season. Or he's gonna be out of the rotation as well because we got Kendrick Nunn, who also has to prove something. Lonnie Walker as well. Yeah, it's a very crowded. Westbrook. If they trade him, we'll probably. I don't know what we're gonna get, but he's gonna have to prove a lot if he wants to make that starting lineup or a lineup in general. He could easily be out of the rotation.
I would say probably these second year shooting guards coming in. So like Josh Giddey and Jalen Green, like they had a good season, cool little season, and I expect them to prove that they're worth a little bit more than what they showed us the first season because supposed to take a little bigger step second season. So I'm expecting them to prove that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's a shooting guard or not. I think he is. But I'm gonna go with Josh Primo. I seen Josh Primo come out hoop, look like he could be something special here and there. But a lot of times, whatever, he don't get the minutes all the time, which I think is part of it. But I just want to see him come out this season, prove he could be like a very good NBA guard playing the San Antonio.
Kenny Pickett just led us to a game-winning touchdown.
Go,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Let's go.
Yes,
3
sir.
seconds left.
Best wide receiver in the league right now, top 3.
He said Kenny Pickett.
With that announcement, I would like to interrupt for our sponsor, me and Zon Sponsor, Marco's Pizza, man. If y'all want to get some pizza, go have fun with Marco, man.
Come on,
you know the way.
Hey, they ain't paying us. They don't get free promo.
They gonna pay. They gonna pay.
Nah, bro. I said Kenny Pickett. That's quarterback.
Yeah, but I thought you said Kenny Pickett, not George Pickens.
Oh, my fault. Still best quarterback in the league, bro. But let's continue.
Another shooting guard I got is Tyler Herro. I feel like he definitely has to prove like he's worth a lot more than what he's been showing. I've seen it. Pretty sure Ant's seen it. Even Zon seen it. Like, we watch this man play basketball, bro. This man is nice. Man is nice at basketball. The playoffs, it was looking horrible. He was hooping in the regular season, but we need to see more than what he did in the regular season last season. So, yeah, I got Tyler Herro.
My answer would probably be, it's not the best answer, but just me personally, it's probably Anthony Edwards, only because like in the playoffs he was a superstar. Now I want you to take that next step and be like one of the top shooting guards in the league, like top 2. I want him to take over. So I want him to prove to me that you that guy. Like, you feel me? He already played great. I just want him to take that next step.
Y'all want to know who another good one is? Klay Thompson. So he didn't look the same as he used to be. Obviously, when you have injuries like that for 2 seasons in a row, you're not going to look the same. So for him, it's not more of proving what he is. It's more proving like what he could be again, in my opinion. Like, can he get back to like where he was before the injuries? Like he was good for where he came back. But he was a little shaky in the playoffs and all that. He didn't look like the same play. Like I said, when you get injuries like that, you're gonna lose it. So it's not more of like prove what he is. It's more of like proving like if he could get back to where he was as a player.
Sorry to cut y'all off, but that another Instagram post is blowing up. Instagram is messing with us heavy right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like that last one,
lie, bro.
Last one I posted yesterday, it got 1,000 some views, and now this one blowing up. That's
You feel me? I got the topics, bro. I got the topics.
That's fine.
Nah, I get the notifications, bro. Literally, my phone be blowing up when one of the videos go viral, bro. It's a wrap.
Like all of my notifications stopped
like,
coming through. Like
they stop.
Like they ain't stop, but only like 3 of them come through, but it'd be like 25 likes when I click on the app.
Bro, I got
cause like that should be fucking on my phone.
In the last 5 minutes, I got 7 notifications from that Instagram that they liked our video.
Yeah, it's blowing up right now. If you check right now, so like 15, 18 right now.
So, Zon, did you go? You said Jalen Green, though.
Yeah.
And then Tevin, it's what shooting guard got the most to prove to you this season?
James Harden. Obviously. But the fact that, he's going to be healthy this season. So, the past few times we've been giving him somewhat a pass. At least I have. He hasn't exactly been himself as far as health-wise. So, with the healthy James Harden, he has an Embiid. He has a team, but he has a roster. So it's not like it's just him. He'll have to, pretty much show if he can be the same or if he's just going to be that 20-10-10 guy, which is perfectly fine. But, we know Harden is capable of averaging 40, bro. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right, let's go down to small forward.
Ooh.
All right. But
There's a lot of
I'm going to go first, and I'm going to go with Jason Tatum. He had a great season last year, great most of the playoffs. Then in the finals, we all seen him ass it up. I think it was largely him injuring his shoulder and against Miami at the end of the series. But he wasn't getting the ball in his hand. He wasn't asking for it. He wasn't trying to take over at all. When he was shooting, wasn't nothing falling in the finals. So, everybody coming for him, this and that. I think he's going to come out, have a even better season next year and even better playoffs next playoffs. He got to prove that to everybody else for sure.
I'm about to say, even though people coming for him, I don't really think he got nothing to prove. Unless you about to say he got to prove he could be better in the finals, but like, who knows if they make the finals again?
He got to prove he that dog that he once seemed to be. He ain't look like that dog in the finals. He got to prove he got that done.
So, since I said for point guard Chris Paul and shooting guard Devin Booker, I guess I had to go McCall instead of stuff. But small forward, I'm gonna go with T.J. Warren. He was getting everybody buckets in the bubble. Last year he didn't play because he was hurt. So he was getting everybody buckets in the bubble. I don't know what to say. So I just want to see if he give buckets, now, obviously. But I don't know. I don't think it was too bad, but I just want it to be good.
Like, shit,
Mike, you got an answer?
Yeah, I got mine about to be Michael Porter.
Oh my god, bro! This nigga.
I love Michael Porter, bro. I love Michael Porter to death, bro.
My answer.
Oh, sorry. I love Michael Porter, bro, but he was hurt. most people say he really can't score unless he like catches and shoots. So I feel like Michael Porter is way more than a catch and shooter type guy. Cause the man averaged 20, but he did. I ain't gonna sit here and fake and say he didn't mostly catch and shoot. But, so I know the man can average like 23, 24, and with actually having the ball in his hands, putting up buckets.
Mine's gonna have to be, Mr. Stickman himself. Kawhi Leonard, bro. I don't think that nigga gonna be. Hey, bro, he don't play, bro. How I know he the same, bro. Bro, I think
Oh my god.
I'm 23 now. I graduated at 18. I think I seen him play when I graduated, bro. So that was like 5 years ago, bro. Like,
Okay.
I'm so serious, bro. Don't,
Okay.
so, like, we gonna have to see, bro. Like, I do, bro. Like that's all it is for me, bro.
Good answer.
Well,
You say TJ Warren?
my answer is
Let's go.
my answer is to piggyback off that DeJounte Murray. I think that boy Pablo got to prove that he ain't no bitch. That boy DeJounte Murray bitched his ass. That's so disrespectful. You can't niggas in the NBA gonna think they could bitch you left and right. You got to prove you ain't no bitch. So I think that's gonna have to be my answer.
Isn't Pablo a power forward though?
Yeah.
Nah, he is. No, he ain't.
Yeah.
He on like 6'7", 6'8".
Like 6'10", bro.
There's no way. Still, you can't prove he ain't no bitch.
Zion plays 6.
I don't know why you say TJ Warren, bro. He hasn't played like 2 years.
Okay, he has something to prove, does he not?
Like what?
If he could give people buckets like he was in the bubble, I explained it, man.
I'm looking at it as like, yo, nobody really thinks about TJ Warren.
No, look, that's why. You taking all the players that everybody think about. You feel me? I take the ones no one thinks about.
My real answer was Kawhi though.
Why they don't think about him though? He hasn't played since the bubble.
Fine. I'll give you somebody you want to hear about. My fault.
No, I mean, no, that's your answer. I was curious.
Let me get Andrew Wiggins. I gotta see why he was an all-star. Andrew Wiggins was fine for the Warriors. He did pretty good. The only reason I think he was even an all-star this season because all the people who were hurt. So I just think he got there and by default. But I just want to see if he can get back in there next season. You feel me? I think he has something to prove for sure.
I say it's them Clipper boys, Kawhi and Paul George. Whoever played the three, they both do often. So I feel like they got a lot to prove for the most. It's like if they don't win nothing, bro, that whole thing is just a failure. People want to talk about the Nets. People want to talk about
the Lakers,
but they already won one. But like, people gonna talk about the Sixers if they don't get what they gotta do. I mean, like, but them, that's horrible. I mean, but there's also with them, I feel like it's a lot of things out of their control as well, like injuries and stuff. But still, like, nah, bro. I feel like so they both gotta prove a lot to me.
Yeah, it's definitely the injuries.
I was point guards and shooting guards. So.
Yeah, it's definitely the injuries. That's why I hate when Kawhi got injured in that playoff because I just felt like I knew they was gonna make the finals. I don't know if they was gonna win it against the Bucks, but I feel like they was gonna beat the Suns, bro.
I agree with you, Micah, on like the Nets and the Clippers, but I don't agree with the Sixers. The Sixers actually build their team on like they build it the right way, kind of compared to like the to the Nets and Clippers. Like it's different. The only reason they got rid of Ben Simmons is because he wanted to be gone, and they were pretty close to the finals.
I ain't talking about like them building their team or like free agent signings or anything. I'm just saying now that you have James Harden and Joel Embiid on the same team, bro. I just feel like they're gonna be held to that standard. Like, yo, you gotta get this. Because if you I'm looking at it as like, bro, the Sixers have been close. They've been talked about. Trust the process. Then they actually started getting there.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's gonna be the same result every year. Nah, I'm gonna say that's a failure too, bro. It didn't work with Jimmy Butler. They let him go. Then it didn't work the year after that with Ben Simmons and everybody. And then now all of a sudden they got James Harden. Last year I'll give them the pass because James Harden was dealing with stuff. Embiid was destroyed. And now this year they bouncing back. if the same result happens again, I just feel like it's a failure, bro. That whole process that they were talking about trusting, failure. That's why I said no.
All right,
They don't
my
know really
answer,
improve, bro.
my
Well,
answer would, my answer would be R.J. Barrett. Like I feel like he's an all-star, and I want him to prove to me that like you can be that guy. You the franchise player of the Knicks. I want him to lead them to the playoffs. I want him to take that next step. So I feel like he has a lot to prove.
really? I think everybody went. Slide down to power forward. Feel like everybody already gonna have the same answer. So
If we're
let's
going to, I don't know. What is the same answer?
everybody.
Davis.
All
Oh,
right.
that.
If we're gonna talk about AD, I'll do it then.
Go ahead.
So AD for me, AD has to prove to me that he can be that number one guy. I don't want to see him trying to be KD. I don't want to see him be any other thing but Anthony Davis. I need him to be aggressive to the hole. I'm gonna need him to play his defensive player of the year defense like he's always done. I need him to stop getting injured, even though the injuries aren't crazy stuff. It's stupid injuries like someone going into his knee or him stepping on someone's foot. I just need to. It happens too often, so it needs to stop. I need to see AD, not nothing else. He has to prove to me that he can be that number one guy because I have not seen him win anything meaningful without LeBron.
My power forward. Oh, no, go ahead, Juan. My fault.
Yeah, let me hurry up before you steal my answer. My power forward will probably be Draymond. Not for me, but for himself. Like, he want to get paid. So if he don't do nothing this year, the Warriors ain't going to pay him. So what team would? So he gotta put on a show, do something better where he can get another max contract.
My answer was about to be Zion Williamson. He don't got much to prove to me. I know that nigga the best. I know he can be the best, I should say. His injury, him being out for that long, people kind of forgot that man was averaging 27 and 8. And now that he has a more foundation built around him, he kind of has to, I guess, put up similar stats to make sure he's not putting up empty stats. I want to see him play more winning basketball rather than Zion basketball. It's not that he wasn't winning with it when he was in. It was more so that, like, that shit ain't sliding in the playoff time. So I got Zion Williamson.
Turn is mine. What turn is it?
Anybody.
I got a couple, bro. But first one, everybody's gonna say Anthony Davis. That's clear cut. Yeah, he coming off that injury. You got anticipation. I feel like Draymond Green, he don't really got to prove nothing, bro. In my opinion.
I mean, there's nothing that he can do to prove on. All he has to do is average 2 points. He does it on a regular basis.
No, I'm gonna say
these.
A contract. He gotta make that contract.
I'm gonna say these two, bro. Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And John Collins, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna say them two. I put them on the same tier, bro. Especially John Collins. His name been in trade talks for the past, I want to say about 2 years. That's longer. Probably is longer than that. And then Julius Randle, him going to the Knicks the first year, going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they had a good year. Lost in the first round, but then you bounce back with the horrible season you had this last season. Like he got a lot to prove too. A lot of people's roles and jobs, like I feel like they're not. Those two are like the main ones that aren't safe right now, bro. They're at stake. I'll say them two. Did I say Anthony Davis? I just want line.
Yeah, you mentioned them. You ain't going depth really though.
I don't need to, bro. The whole world knows.
Go ahead, Zon. I already know who you about to say.
Who?
Go ahead, say it. All right.
I don't know if this man a power forward. Like, I don't know if he's gonna play the power forward spot.
And that's exactly why I know who you about to say.
Is it? You don't. Is it Jeremy Grant, bro? Do Jeremy Grant play power forward?
He do, but that wasn't who I thought he was about to say. Actually,
for the Trailblazers, he'll probably play. Don't they have a power forward?
I just know they. Nah.
Well, let's consider him a power forward because that's the last position he played.
I think he got something to prove with that Blazers team. You know, Blazers been ass for the past few years, so I think he could prove that that Piston shit wasn't a fluke. It was just because that team was like in rebuilding mode. Like, so he was a star player, so you got to prove to me that you could carry that through the Trailblazers. I was gonna say Matisse Thybulle too, but I don't know if that was a stretch.
Nah, he a shooting guard, but
Yeah, he was
He
shooting guard
is.
forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And what
So
do he have to prove, bro? He only plays like 10 minutes a game.
to prove that he could stay on the court for longer? Because he's good. He's a good ass two-way player. It's just his offensive game and his
No,
IQ
it's-
on offense is ass.
I wanted to say him in shooting guard when he mentioned it, but I was like, ain't no point in mentioning mid player.
I think he plays small forward.
Yeah, he's a guard or small forward, yeah.
My last person was gonna be Porzingis. I don't know if he a power forward center or not either, because you know niggas.
No,
be
he's a
smart.
power forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer for Porzingis.
That was gonna be mine, but
Oh shit, my bad.
Go ahead, explain it.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. But I'm also say somebody who ain't really got a lot to prove, but I think they could just like be like, could it can move to a higher class of play. I'm gonna say Pascal Siakam. Cause he's already good, but I feel like he could be like better than what he is. So I think he good. I don't think not only can he, I think he is gonna prove that this season. Yeah, he could go up to be like a top 15 player in the league.
Bro, he kind of already is in a way. If people don't,
I don't think a lot of people put him in the top 15. I think people put him in the top 25.
bro, it's just
When you name 15 players right now, I don't think you'll put him in your top 15.
That's a good conversation.
Nah, he not top. He top 25-ish, top 20.
Yeah, like I said, you ain't putting him in your top 15. Right?
NBA though, bro.
Yeah, there was a lot of injuries that went on though that you would have over him. There's a lot of people like Kawhi, Dame, AD. Like there's a bunch of niggas like that you would have over him.
Pascal tough, bro.
Yeah.
Paul George was hurt too.
Yeah.
Nigga named P.
You said who?
I'm not believing in the nigga named Spicy P.
Yeah.
If you watching them, bro, it's not like that. Like
It's too long.
That's why I said we all know how good he is. I just feel like he could be like for sure have his name like he for sure top 15 when you say that. Ain't no maybe. Like for sure.
This year.
He ain't got a whole lot to prove, but yeah.
They got a squad.
Go ahead, Tyler.
I'm gonna say PJ Tucker, bro.
I was gonna say PJ Tucker. I forgot.
I said the money he got, bro, for what all he do, he just defends with heart, shoots corner threes, and airball floaters, bro. When you get paid that much money to do that, bro, I salute you.
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
Nah, he's gonna be very Sixers. So they need a dog like him. You need a dog like that to win a championship. So
Yes, sir. You need someone to just be out there and let someone score 30 on them. Yes, sir.
yeah. You need somebody to stop off, you know. So there you go.
Who I thought you was about to say was Keldon Johnson. I thought you was about to say Keldon
I
Johnson.
thought he played small forward.
Saying small forward, power forward. I guess we could just put on Mac. I'm surprised no one said him at all. But you know, DeJounte gone, so no one on the Spurs really calls it, you know, Keldon's team or DeJounte's team. But when he's about practically the only nigga on the team averaging over 16 points a game, you kind of had to call his team. So, when he got proved to me that man good at, you know, being a number one option. Like, I feel like it's always a lot easier to be a number two than it is to be a number one, especially when you're that caliber of a player. You know, Keldon Johnson's not an all-star or probably anywhere near it just yet. I'm not saying anywhere near it, but I wouldn't think twice of having him in the all-star game or not. I think he got proved that he good.
What you mean by that? Like, is that like doing good and winning games, or just doing good? Because you know damn well
he got to do good. Like, I don't expect them to be a playoff team or anything close to, or even a play-in team. But he still got to hoop. Like, he got to keep them. Like, they can't be sitting here getting blown out by 20, 30 points a night because they don't got nobody. Like, I need to see Keldon put in that work. But yeah, let's go down to center. That's the last part, then we're going to go to NFL after this.
No one got center?
Oh no,
I'm about to say I'll go first, man. Nobody, but y'all can go ahead.
I think I know Mike answer.
go ahead.
I'll go first. So at center, I'm about to go Rudy Gobert.
Yo, that was me right there.
Man does shut down the league twice, and no, just on the fact of what they traded to get him, I just gotta see it because it's just a bad trade. It's just a bad trade. Like if they don't win the championship this year, it's a bad trade.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
You
You
think
gave
it's championship? You think it's championship or bust in 1 year? I think they got 2 or 3 years to get it.
what they gave up. Yes.
I think they got 2 or 3 years. Then you can determine if it's a bad trade.
No, because
Anthony Edwards only 20,
Rudy
22
Gobert has
years old.
refused. Rudy Gobert has refused to improve his game in any type of way. He has been the same guy for the past 5 to 6 years. What has he
Alright,
improved in?
Stop with the negativity, bro.
Nah,
It's facts.
that's true, bro.
What has he improved in?
Rudy Gobert is the most men nigga I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Like, how you a 3-time defensive player of the year, but when it gets to the playoffs, you
Yeah,
can't be
but
played.
I like your answer, bro. I just didn't like the part that you're giving them 1 year to win the championship. That don't make sense. They got
Picks gonna
those
get
3
worse.
players for at least 3 years.
No, but Rudy Gobert's actually not as well. He's like what 30, 31?
Yeah, but they still got 3 years. Him, Cat, and Anthony Edwards get 3 years to win a championship. It's not this year or bust.
Yes, it is. For what they gave up, you have to. Rudy Gobert's game's not gonna translate any better. If he ain't get better over his
But you
course,
realize that the lead is almost slowly drifting back into like a big man lead. Like you got to have a big man on the court.
okay, all right. Look, I understand that, but what skill can he do out there? What post move do you know? Have you ever seen Rudy Gobert do?
They got Anthony Edwards and Cat to score. They don't need him to score.
But the only moves he's ever operated in the post is moving left to right in the post.
All he has to do is catch rebounds and catch an alley oop.
But that's what you traded away 4 picks, 5 picks, 6 picks, and 4 players. Did someone to get rebounds?
Okay, your answer was right. I like the answer. He has a lot to prove. Good job. Anybody else?
I need to know this.
I guess Rudy Gobert's going for MVP next season. My fault, Juan.
I never said that. What the?
Yeah, me personally, bro, and I wish the fuck nigga was here. I'm gonna say Bam Adebayo.
I was gonna say that too. That was my other.
I thought Mike was gonna say that.
100% Bam.
Nah, I'm honestly gonna say Bam because what his father Rob Williams did to him in the playoffs was actually sensational.
Wow.
It was truly a shutdown for the ages. Like I've never seen a man just so shook before. And the one game he didn't play, he dropped 40.
30, yeah.
But no seriousness though. I know Bam could easily become a 10-6 guy. I know he's that type of player. Average 2 blocks. 5. I mean, he could defend all 5 positions on the league level. He's tough. He's somebody you would want on your team. But when it comes playoff time, you're a little frozen, you're a little shaky, he ain't the same, a little pressurizes, but he just has to develop his game more, like he can make mid-range shots, far from the basket. He just gotta take them. He's not even taking them, it's not even he's not making them, he's not taking them. So
gotta get that 3 ball in there too.
Well, I mean, for his game, because he does everything so well, you don't really need it, and for the way the Heat play, but it definitely would be nice, but he doesn't really need it. He just need that mid-range game to kind of space the floor, which he has. He just don't use it. So that's why.
My center about be DeAndre Ayton. That boy want all that money, and if you want all that money, you gotta just prove you that good. He hasn't shown us any flashes of being a number 1 option on the team. I personally love Ayton though. Y'all know I'm big on Ayton, so I want him to see. I want to see how good he really is, and if he really worth that max or not.
All right, so my answer would be James Wiseman, only because the Warriors just won a championship without you. You were their first overall pick, and now you're expected to be back healthy next year. Like I want you to play as our number 1 pick. Like Usually, when people sit out a season, like you train for the NBA. Like you have them NBA trainers. You basically, you feel me? You're conditioning for the NBA. So I'm assuming that he's gonna come back great. Hopefully, lead them to I wouldn't say another championship, but there should be a better team with him. So I feel like he has to prove that he was that number one pick for a reason.
I just feel like Aiton, bro.
I'm skipping this question because I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
There's a lot of
I
size,
wanted, I
bro.
wanted to say, I wanted to say Cat,
I mean, I
but
guess you could
I
say
like to go
Christian
with
Wood.
Wiseman.
That's
I
what I
guess
was
you could
about to
say
say.
Christian Wood, but
What's it?
I'm
Current
a,
power forward.
Yeah,
I'm
Cat.
gonna
But
say
he's still a center.
He is, but he not. Like his role, that's not gonna be his role no more. Like, I don't think he's gonna be
Nah, but I think
before, bro.
Timberwolves in late
The
games, he's gonna
MVP.
be that five.
Go ahead.
They don't sit Gobert at the end of the games and have him at the five.
They can't do that though.
Why can't they?
All right. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say Mo Bamba. I like Mo Bamba game a lot. Of course, he be having had OC games sometimes here and there, but he don't do it on a consistent basis. Like I done seen this man come out and hit 7 straight threes one game this season, and yeah, he could be OC when he wants, but he gotta finally put it all together for a full season, offensively and defensively, and yeah, I would like to see him do that this year.
Gosh, not all at once.
I'm gonna touch back on Aiden. I just feel like the Suns, their system, their offensive system, don't really like benefit him as much as it could in a different offense. Cause he's usually like 24, 23, 12 a game. Rose.
Yeah, shit, I know that. I'm big on him.
He nice, bro. So I kind of wanted to see him in Detroit too, but yeah, we gonna see though, cause his potential is still like that, and he's still very young too. He's gonna be one of the best bigs, if not the best big in the league, probably in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
He traditional, bro, but the other intangibles, jumper, all that. I fuck with him.
So let's see. We'll slide to the. Or is anybody else about to go?
I was gonna say I'm surprised no one said anything about Kevin Durant. I mean, does he have anything to prove, or does he?
that boy ain't
He
no
don't got
center.
nothing to prove to me.
I don't take Durant serious, bro.
Oh, I mean, like every great superstar, bro, you're gonna have a series where you're absolutely terrible. I mean, it happens.
No, I'm not talking about the series itself. I'm talking about like him as more of a player. Like, can he prove still that he could win without the Warrior system? You feel me? Something like that.
I will say it's like as of right now, it's tough for me to say that he could be the best player on a championship team and still win a championship. It's hard for me to say that, bro, because he had a chance with the Thunder, bro. You're up 3-1, you didn't finish it, bro. So it's like other than that, what do you have to like back up on that, bro? As a
I
clear,
mean, his foot was on the line by an inch.
what happened?
He's
His
talking
foot
about
was
the
on the
Bucks.
line. His foot was on the line by an inch. It ain't his
Hey,
fault.
Brian.
He wears size.
Hey, bro, ain't nobody tell me to have a big meat, bro. Like that ain't my fault, bro. Like you gotta get shoes, bro.
You can't think. I mean, can you hold that against him?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, he probably thought he shot a 3-pointer.
Right, dude.
Kevin Durant has probably shot 10,000 3-pointers per day, right? Obviously, I'm exaggerating. You should know if you're behind the 3-point line. I know it was close, but like
that close, bro.
I know, bro.
Assuming you behind it.
Look, Juan, I'm hating right now. I'm not giving him no credit, bro.
In street ball, that started a fight, bro. Like, I'm telling you, my foot behind the line. I don't believe nothing you say.
I'm surprised no one said Ben Simmons for point guard or power forward, cause
He don't got shit to prprove.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think that's not what it is.
I'm sorry, in order to prove something, you have to actually play. I don't think it's
Yeah, he don't care, bro.
don't you think he gotta prove that he gonna play?
You seen
I'm about to say, if we talking about people not playing, then does Kyrie have to prove something as well?
He do.
Nah.
Bro, Kyrie older than me. I don't.
He was
One
only
thing
not
he-
playing because of the COVID situation. That's over though. So,
Mike, did you hear about that report where like the Nets players texted Ben Simmons in the group chat saying like, "Yo, are you available for Game 4?" He just left the chat.
Yeah.
nah,
I mean, if
I
y'all
think that was fake news.
they was down, so
Kyrie
did
don't
y'all?
gotta on the court, bro. He just gotta commit to playing the game. Like because he played good. Besides the first round, he had a bad series. But like when he played, he was doing good, bro. He was doing great.
Yeah, he scored like 60 points like back
Yeah,
to back games. It felt like
40, 50, 60, 30s. Like he just gotta commit, bro. Play at least 65, 70 games. I want to see that.
What you about to say, Zon?
Did y'all see where Ben Simmons said he didn't want to be in 2K23? And then someone
You
retweeted it and
capping.
says because he got to play basketball. I was so weak.
Yeah. Too weak. I'm gonna
Let's
slide
get
over.
Steelers now. Let's get it.
Hold on. Before we even get into that, I got a good question for y'all since y'all all here. So I seen this question on TikTok. Shout out to Pick a Side Podcast and Through the Wire Pod. They the one that came over this question. And the question was, if Pat Mahomes retired today, would he be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's all
Usually.
2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl. I think
MVP.
MVP. He has 2 All Pros. I think. I know he has 1 for sure. I don't know if he has 2. Yeah.
Right.
Do anybody want to argue why he wouldn't make it? Like, if y'all like say he didn't, anybody want to argue why he didn't make it?
I couldn't give
I
you
mean,
an
the
argument.
only
That's why I
argument,
Jesus.
the only argument you would say is because he didn't do it long enough. Other than
Yeah,
that,
I am about to say he's not a Hall of Fame right now. He's a Hall of Fame player, but he wouldn't get inducted if he retired right now. He definitely, but no matter his accolades, he's only been a starter for like 3 years, 4 years. That's not long enough, regardless.
If he was playing on the Eagles with Jalen Hurts.
If you ask the question, in the next 3 years, that's yours. In the next 3 years, and he had like 3 more All Pros, let's say another Super Bowl appearance, then yeah, I would say so.
to be honest, you don't even.
Go ahead.
I was about to say some type of you ain't gotta have long longevity, but you need at least 8 years at the top to be a Hall of Fame player. I think so. No, if you retire right now, no.
I seen in the comments they said, I don't know who it was, but they said some NFL player made the Hall of Fame in 4 years just from playing 4 years. I don't know who
Bo
it is.
Jackson.
Bo Jackson not in the Hall of Fame.
He not. I could have sworn. Who was it?
I don't think nobody made the Hall of Fame. If it is, it's probably from way longer.
Yeah,
no one from 1980, 1990 on making the Hall of Fame after 4 years.
Yeah, you gotta be some old head.
Let's see.
Yo, Ian, how you liking Jordan
Probably
Davis?
Sean Taylor.
No, Sean Taylor not in the Hall of Fame.
I was saying how you liking Jordan Davis.
Oh, I love man. That man dominate every play, man. Every single play that man is on the field, he's eating up 2 blockers. He's penetrating. The lady line, man. That man Jordan Davis. Oh, golly, he is.
I ain't gonna lie, he looks like an animal. I'm sort of jealous that we didn't get him.
Yo, him beside, I said he was arguably the best D lineman in class. You could debate him and Aiden Hutchinson, but I was saying Jordan Davis. He is a monster. Him and Fletcher Cox. Oh my god.
Hopefully I'm not saying this wrong, but they said Bruce Smith. He played 4 seasons with the Redskins, and he
Nah, because he played for the Bills too.
He did.
He played for the Bills. That was
he
probably only played.
I was say Bruce Smith, he the all-time sack leader. So,
yeah, I'm about to say.
I'm trying to see.
18.
It was somebody, bro. I remember I read it.
He probably only played 4 seasons for the Redskins, but he definitely played.
I'm trying to see
a lot more than that.
So you think Jordan Davis had a chance to win Defensive Rookie of the Year? I'm sort of liking that.
As a D tackle, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
I think Ndamukong Suh was the last D tackle to win that. I don't know if Jordan Davis is gonna get the numbers to do that. I remember Sue had 10 sacks his rookie year. I think Jordan Davis, he might be in contention. I don't think he won it.
Okay. I
I
feel like
think
he should.
I think I found what I was talking about. He played
found
6 seasons, or it's probably not the same person you're talking about. But Tony Boselli only played 6 seasons, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Did you
Is that the shortest?
That's the shortest I've seen so far. He played from 95 to 2001.
I would like to think that's the shortest. Yeah.
He has 5 All Pros. Let me see my fault. 3 first team All Pros, 5 Pro Bowls. That's really it for real.
I ain't gonna lie, even if Patrick Mahomes retires today, I feel like just based off what he did and his name, I feel like people will still vote him in. Might
I
not
don't think
be.
the writers will vote him in.
I don't think he's going to be first ballot, but he still might get voted in.
It would have to be a year where there's a bunch of like ass niggas that has the first year to get inducted.
Yeah, I still don't think the writers will vote him in for after 4 years of play. I don't think the writers.
Yeah, shit, I would. He'd be the first player to get it in.
All right.
Yeah, think about it. Like, is Andrew Luck? I guess Andrew Luck not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
No.
Hall of Fame caliber, but would he ever get in? Nope.
He don't have the numbers like Patrick Mahomes though. So
I think he only made the playoffs like a certain amount of times, like probably 2 times, 3 times.
Nah, bro. Every year they got better. Like literally, they went to the wild card. Next year they went to the AFC divisional. Then next year they made it to the AFC championship, and that's all because of him. And literally every year he played, they didn't have an offensive line.
Yeah,
he literally was like he was literally carrying them on his back.
But would you also argue that making the playoffs in the NFL is more valuable than NBA just because of how many games you have?
Oh yeah,
So that's what I was saying too. Like if, let's say for example, if the Steelers make it this year, like in the playoffs, I think that's a success because you have playoff now experience and like you understand that what's at stake now. It's different, you know. That's how I feel as well.
No, but what I'm saying, Andrew Luck literally had no offensive line, had no running game, but yet they was making to the AFC Championship divisional. Just
if
off
Andrew
of him
Luck was inserted in this Colts team, they'd be a threat. I'll tell you that.
Bro, if Andrew Luck was playing the last 2 years, they probably would have made it to the Super Bowl at least once.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't listen. Now you got an O-line, you got an elite running back. You know what I'm saying? You still got some good weapons. You know, you got a good defense now. Like Andrew Luck would have loved to have been on this team.
Yeah.
All right, so
I literally thought he was one of the best quarterbacks before this phase of quarterbacks came in. Like Josh Allen.
I remember when there was Andrew Luck and RG3 supposed to be like the next upcoming, you know. They just both fell off the face of the earth.
There's still hope.
All right, so I got if Deshaun Watson gets suspended for the rest of the season, does Josh Rosen have a chance to reprove himself as a quarterback he was projected to be?
No,
don't they got Brissett there?
They do have Brissett there, but they said they might like Rosen a little bit.
They have Joshua Dobbs that used to play on the Steelers, and then there was talks that they're gonna, if they find out Deshaun Watson is suspended, they might trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. That was a rumor, at least.
Saying that.
I would like to see Charles Rosen finally get a fair shot. He's never had a fair shot nowhere he went, and because he didn't look good with the little bit of opportunity he had. But I think he can slightly make a name for himself. I think he's already like, because of how bad he's been, I don't see him like bursting onto the scene. But I do see him, at least if he's able to start, have a little decent season, and that solidifies at least being a journeyman quarterback for some years to come, instead of out the league, which he was going to be.
I feel it. Does Antonio Brown get a job this season? And if so, where do you think so?
Hell no.
Nope.
He'll get a job, but it ain't gonna be in the NFL.
You know what I'm saying? He could work at Amazon, bro. You know, so he's like pro shit.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on. He's gonna be a rapper.
Yeah, but I was trying to be a rapper.
Yeah.
It's earlier. It might have been yesterday. I can't remember when the report came out, but it said Quentin Nelson declined to answer contract extension questions. What does that mean for the Colts?
Don't mean shit. We gonna sign him. Don't worry. We gonna sign that man. Not worried.
Big money.
We gonna sign him.
Hey,
We know he the best old lineman in the league. We will re-sign him to make sure that boy Jonathan Taylor eat.
No, you mean Najee Harris because he coming to the Steelers. That.
I would love that to happen.
I don't think it meant much.
You say you ain't gonna think of it much.
I don't think it meant much.
So you think he just gonna resign back to the Colts?
Yeah, I think he's gonna resign.
If he don't, I think he'd be the type to sign like a 2-year deal with the Bucks to protect Brady. Cause he think Brady gonna win another ring.
This is gonna be Brady last season.
I'm gonna say if they don't sign him, then he's probably gonna get traded.
True.
If he wants to get traded, he wouldn't hit the free agency market.
Nick, it said, what teams do you think are being overrated coming into the season? I think there's a lot of them, so I feel like there's really no wrong answer. Or I'm not saying there's no wrong answer, but you can't say there's no answer, I should say.
It's hard because so many teams make. I feel like this is all season with trades and free agencies, and so many teams actually improved.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna still say no teams. I'm gonna say no teams.
We do overrated and underrated.
We could do that. We'll start overrated first though.
What's the question?
What is the most overrated team coming into this season? And I'll start first. I'll say the Chargers. I think the Chargers. I love the Chargers pickups and everything, but Justin Herbert is a top 3 quarter or top 5 quarterback to everybody, but that man has yet to make the playoffs. I know it's only been 2 seasons, but let's not forget them niggas haven't made the playoffs. They never. When have you seen the Chargers been a playoff threat? It's really never happened. No matter how many signings and how good players they have, how many fantasy players they got.
Do y'all remember I said this about 2 weeks ago during the podcast? They are the same team every year.
Yeah, they like the Clippers of the NFL.
No matter what improvements they make, what players they bring in, they got an easier top 5 roster. I think they are the same team. They're either going to start fast, like come out the first half of the season, be like 6-2, or be like 6-2 or 7-1, and then they're just going to end up barely making the playoffs at the end because they slide. But they're going to start real slow, then having to win a bunch of games at the end. Like they play either 2 ways, and those are the 2 ways. And they are the same team regardless. And if they do make the playoffs, it's just first round and out.
I think this year it'd be different. But I would have liked it better if you would have said the Raiders. Like, I feel like that Devontae Adams signing, like, going over people's heads. Like, that's cool that they signed him. They still got that ass old line. They still got holes in the defense. Even though they signed Jones on, still got holes in the defense. So you can say they overrated.
I don't think they're O-line that bad, to be honest.
Hey, what do you think about the Raiders? What makes them overrated?
Because they've been saying that the Raiders gonna be like real good since they signed Devontae. I mean, yeah, they made the playoffs, but like they still got holes that they never fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some people have been saying they're gonna be the number 1 in that division. I agree with Zion on this. I don't see it.
Bro, you can't see it. I mean, I see it.
So for another overrated teams, can you give? Well, I don't. What do they rank them?
What?
Do you know ranked or because I mean you can say anything's overrated, but I like how they rank them.
I mean, yeah.
I gotta go off it. Nah.
The only team I can really think of overrated, like, is the Bucks, because I feel like they just got worse. I don't feel like they made any significant upgrade besides that wide receiver. Other than that, I don't know what upgrades they made on their team besides.
It's obviously they got worse because they retained all their top free agents from the past few years. So
I mean,
I don't know.
This question, I don't really see no team being overrated. I'm just saying, like, if I guess I had to pick one, be the Raiders.
If I had to pick one, I would say the Bengals. Like, I feel like
next.
I feel like they made it to Super Bowl. Their Super Bowl run was like, I feel like they shouldn't have beat. Like, you feel me? The Chiefs and the Bills played each other. So if they had to go through both of them, I don't feel like they would have made the playoffs. You feel me?
And then like the Titans sat them 8 times and still lost because Ryan Tannehill threw like 3 picks. So you feel me? They got lucky making the Super Bowl. So and then like I really just don't see them being a Super Bowl team again. So I would say
Ooh.
they're overrated to me.
That's kind of tough because it's impressive what they did do, and they upgraded their old line like crazy. I don't know what they did on defense, but like they
Nah, they
upgraded in some
upgraded.
areas that they needed to.
Yeah. I think as long as over the next few years, Joe Burrow is one of them quarterbacks where we're gonna say as long as they got Joe Burrow, they got a chance.
Oh yeah. And like I've been saying, we haven't seen a healthy season out of Burrow yet still. So like a fully healthy season. Nah, he still had that injury coming in from when he tore whatever the fuck at the end of the season his rookie year. It was still lingering in the beginning of the season.
I feel like another team, everybody you can say the Dolphins. Like they got Tyreek Hill and
Come on, let's talk about a real team, Mike, bro. Come on, bro.
man, you could say you can even say that like this might trigger Ant, but you can even say the Eagles, bro. Like yeah, they traded for AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, but almost everyone.
I'm gonna argue that.
Yeah, almost everybody. Like not even just Ant. Like just at the tattoo shop today, there was everybody. Like everybody in there was mostly either a Cowboys fan, a Redskins fan, or a Giants fan. So clearly, we're all gonna hate on the Eagles because we're every other team in the division. But even them, with us hating on them, they all expect the Eagles to win like 11, 12 games, and it's like, which I do expect them to win 11 too. But it's like, I feel like you could make the case that they overrated in the slightest.
Yeah, I will not argue with that. Of course, I mean, because there have been a lot of talk from some. I mean, it's been hate by some. Most of the hate goes towards Jalen Hurts because apparently nobody thinks he can improve for whatever reason. Quarterbacks can improve their accuracy. I guess people don't know about mechanically improving or actually like better chemistry with receivers. Everybody just acting like it's just not going to happen for sure. Jalen Hurts is going to be the exact same quarterback every year. But no, there have been a lot of talks about our team because we made a bunch of additions, and I won't refute any overrated talk, even though I don't think we're overrated.
I'm about to say, I think y'all good, bro. It just it just come down to injury and Jalen Hurts. I love y'all defense. I love that. No Kobe Dean and Jordan Phillips pick up. I mean, what's his name? Jordan Phillips, right?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah, but both of them looked nice yesterday. And in their first 2 drives they played, well, Jordan Davis was mainly the first couple of drives. They didn't play most of the second quarter. But but both of them look good. And nobody talk about us picking up Kazir White from the Chargers. Yo, he is a very good middle linebacker, especially in our system. We definitely upgraded our defense all the way around.
I love y'all defense.
It's a linebacker about to be on the market, right?
Say what?
There's a linebacker about to be on the market, like requested a trade.
Oh, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another overrated team. I feel like, and it's not even like they overrated as in, niggas projecting to make playoffs or win 10, 11 games or even anything like that. But people think the Jaguars like improved a lot, and I'm just not seeing it for real. So
they're not overrated.
Christian Kirk, $1 million man.
Yes, sir.
When free agency started, they made a bunch of signings right at the start, and people were definitely gassing them up a little bit. And I see like a 1-win or 2-win improvement, in all honesty.
I would say the only talk about them is Trevor Lawrence second year, him making that jump. It's not about the improvements they made. They just expecting Trevor Lawrence to be that guy. And to be honest, I wouldn't say they're overrated only because like even in the division, I feel like it's the close division to lose. I still think they're third in that division no matter what. It's not like they went back or went forward.
I'm just trying to see.
If you have the
hold on. So in the off season, they got a 3-year contract extension with Cam Robinson, exercised Josh Allen. They signed Christian Kirk. They signed Evan Ingram. They signed a bunch of players in one day. I can't even.
Did they have the most money to spend?
Probably.
That explains why.
They got Trayvon Walker out the draft. They got let's see who else they got. I'm trying to see.
They had what 3 wins last year, and they probably gonna at most get 6 wins this year. So
See, and I feel like that's high for the Jaguars. That's what I was saying.
I
I
mean
feel
that's
like they are 4 wins here.
nah. I feel like that's when you're a 3-win team and you make those additions because you have that cap space. You should jump to 5 to 6 wins. I feel like that's like normal.
Yeah, Doug Peterson, he gonna have the team ready. I was seeing Doug Peterson having 2 bad seasons. The Jaguars won at least 6 games.
Oh, I forgot they signed Doug Peterson, the Super Bowl coach. Oh shit!
Yeah, he gonna have Trevor Lawrence ready. He gonna have the team ready.
Hey, he a quarterback coach, right?
Yeah.
We can go to underrated team.
Ooh.
Still
Go ahead.
Underrated team. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Lions.
What?
Hey,
No,
then what you saying?
Taking my team already.
No. The Lions are definitely underrated. If you look how good they played good teams last season, granted, season to season, it's not the stuff don't carry over, but I actually believe in the Lions from what I've seen last year. I think they could easily get 7-8 wins. They could honestly maybe make the playoffs. They'll be the last seed, but they're a sneaky team for sure. You got to keep your eyes on them. They're definitely underrated in my point of view.
Yeah,
I'm gonna back up what Lam said. Oh, you go ahead, Juan.
Nah, go ahead. Continue with the line.
I was about to say I'm gonna continue what Lam said, and I forgot the head coach name.
Campbell.
Yeah,
I like
Campbell. Man, he gonna have them boys ready. He a players coach, right? They love to play for him. That they gonna go out. That they gonna fight for that man. He wanna have them biting off kneecaps, and like Jared Goff took the team to the Super Bowl for. I think a lot of people forget that. Granted, almost every year after that, it seemed like he got a little bit worse and worse. But I think him not having Sean McVay in his ear, making everything so simple for him, is actually gonna make him better. This year, now they got help. They added DJ Chalk, they added Jameson Williams, they Almost St. Brown, Ryan. What's that? Khalif Raymond, T.J. Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift. Like that offense is
Williams.
Say what?
I said Jamal Williams as well.
Yeah, Jamal Williams. Like that offense is set up to be something nice. So if Jared Goff come out, if he could be somewhat of the old quarterback he was, his second and third year in the league, and I think that Atlanta team could surprise a lot of people. I would even go as far to say I will not bet on the Eagles to beat the Lions. I'm
gonna say I think they have a top 10 over line too.
They do.
I don't know about that.
On PFF is top 10.
Yeah, I'm not betting on Lions to beat. I'm not betting on the Eagles to beat the Lions. I think upset is possible.
Yeah,
I don't
think it's gonna happen, but it's possible.
I was looking at it. I know what you're talking about, because I was looking at it. I'm like, dang, that's a good bet.
Where's the game, in Philly or Detroit?
Detroit.
I think it's in Detroit.
All
right.
My answer is Steelers.
I'm gonna talk about the Steelers in a minute, but I think personally, like what I love, and this is why I love being here, I think the Colts to me are an underrated team, bro. I really do. I'm a big fan of the Colts. I love Jonathan Taylor. He might be my favorite player in the league. He's amazing, bro. Just not only watching the games, but his highlights, bro. They're beautiful down to watch. But I also think, the Colts are good because they have an experienced quarterback. Matt Ryan, it's not the flashiest, but he can get it done. Simple as that. He can get the job.
How did it when everybody got them coming out their division?
Nah, I don't know about that. Does everyone
Not
have
everybody. No, they got the Titans, but my still just because Derrick Henry there.
I don't think people understand how good of a team, as a whole team, the Colts really is. They have a good defense. They have a good offense. You got Paris Campbell, Mike Pittman. The line is still good, bro. It's and then they got what? Didn't they get Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah.
No, they have a complete team.
I will say, I honestly don't think the Colts will make it too much farther than they did last year. Matt Ryan is not a huge upgrade over Wentz. He'll be
Are you,
better than Wentz, but
But
he's
I
not
know
a
he a
huge
big
upgrade.
ass
bro,
upgrade, not a
bro,
huge, a big ass
As far as
upgrade.
bro.
taking the team
Matt,
further, he's not a huge upgrade,
what?
especially with Michael Pittman as the number one receiver. Uh, no, thank it. Michael Pittman could put up 1,200 yards, but he's still not that true number one
Yeah,
receiver.
I was about to say, I think he,
They're not going to go that far with that offense. Like
And
they go run Jonathan Taylor all the way, but they ain't gonna be that much better than they was last year. Like I
and
said, they might make a wild card, but that's it.
you don't think Matt Ryan nice?
He's not the same quarterback. Like I'm about to say that he's bringing
Why?
leadership there. His arm is not going to be the same. He's not going to make all the same throw. He's not going to have that same impact he did from years ago. And like I said, Michael Pittman as a number one receiver is not going to get you that far like you need to be.
That's cool, and we play all this season, so we'll see when that time come around. You know, we'll talk.
Yeah.
All right, so my Steelers
Mhm.
answer.
I might bet on the Eagles.
I would say the Steelers are underrated because I mean people got us coming out third in our division, behind the Bengals and the Ravens. Like,
Sometimes last.
yeah, we signed Mitchell Trubisky, but I actually respect the signing. Like, we got Mike Tomlin. We had a winning record with Duck Hodges and fucking
Mason
Mason.
Rudolph.
Like, imagine Mitchell Trubisky. He led the Bears to a 12-4 season with a great defense, and I'm assuming our defense is going to have a great year. I mean that they're the highest paid defense in the league, so they better show out. So I feel like we could win our division if everything goes right. I don't believe it, but like I feel like we should at least have 10 wins, and people got us going for like 7, 8 wins, and I don't like that.
Hey, so say this clip sign. I'm more worried about the Lions than I am the Colts on our schedule.
Don't worry, we gonna make something shake when that time come around.
I respected it.
Them
We
tip
gonna
top
make
fans
something shake.
Ryan is only a little bit of an upgrade in Carson Wentz.
One thing I will say, that I want to touch on, still the nation, man. We out here, we outside. I kind of, for some reason, it just reminds me a little bit of what the current Bengals is, as far as like having, and this is potential for the Steelers, is like those 3 wide receivers that you can't guard 1-on-1. Like, you can't double all of them, but someone's going to get open. I think Deontay Johnson, now Pittman with years to come, they're all going to like flourish with each other. And then I think no matter who the quarterback is, I think still might be Mitch Trubisky down the years. Depends if he pans out. Like his job's going to be easier. You still got Najee Harris, who's a top 5 quarterback in a lot of people's eyes. The O-line is probably like the main thing that has to get addressed. Get back to that great Steelers. The deep there, like the team as a whole is there. But I think the 2 important parts of a team, for offense, especially, O-line, QB, I feel like once those get addressed, the Steelers are going to be back.
In the Super Bowl, yes, sir.
Yeah, I believe it. I really do. Like the talent at wide receiver. Like I said, it really mimics what the Bengals have right now. Not there yet. Like, we don't have a single person that can fuck with
Jamar Chase.
I can't even think of his name. Oh my god,
Jamal Chase.
Jamal Chase. Yes, we don't have a single person that can fuck with him yet.
Ooh,
But
Jesus.
I think Pickens could possibly be that. Again, we have to, but we'll see. But I think we can have that tandem, that triple wide receiver threat of all being like very good. I believe it.
And NFL Young Boy Rookie of the Year.
Yes, sir. NFL young boy. Yes, sir.
No, boys, fraud. For underrated team, I got the 49ers because they were just a drive away from making the Super Bowl. And some might say they playoff run was a fluke from the Cowboys to that bad weather Packers, which favored the 49ers because of the run game and shit. And then the Rams, the one drive Rams. And then now you're replacing your quarterback with Trey Lance, who never started all 17 games in the NFL season. So ain't no telling what's coming out of him. Obviously, the 49ers fan love it. They going to hype him up, overhype him. But nobody truly knows what the hell going to happen, even though good things coming out of camp. But who fucking knows?
How is that
That's why-
underrated?
Nah,
Because I don't think nobody. Because I don't think nobody's gonna expect them to do what they just did last year.
Yeah, I kind of was down on this a little bit because I think some people have them third in their division. You know, with the
I'm about to
Cardinals
say
and
they don't got them finishing coming out their division.
To be
some
honest,
people.
I think they're a better team with Trey Lance.
How you know that though?
No, I'm not. I
You
don't know
didn't.
that.
I'm about to say
But
we didn't see it.
I don't think they're underrated though.
Yeah, I
No, I
wouldn't
think
say
they
they're
are.
underrated.
I
Like I
think
said, I
they are.
think again, I'm not a big Trey Lance guy. I think he could be better than Garoppolo. I think anybody could be better than Garoppolo, even though he seems to win almost every game he starts without making an impact. Uh,
Let me ask you a question.
And he got
Who's
Tebow effect.
Garoppolo or Carson Wentz? I have to know this.
Carson Wentz.
And come on, bro. Stop this.
Garoppolo, look, here's go.
Stop.
Carson Wentz, he makes boneheaded plays. He's
Hello,
not the most
officer.
accurate.
Yes, it's him.
Hold on. Let me. He's not the most accurate. He makes boneheaded plays. He does this and that, but he makes great throws. He makes plays. Carson Wentz will win you some games on his back. Garoppolo win you games by not turning the ball over. Garoppolo don't win games with his arm. He go out there, he do what he needed to do. I have seen Garoppolo carry one game before he not against the Saints. Garoppolo put the team on his back and went crazy. But for the majority of the time, Garoppolo, he don't have the arm talent Wentz got. He don't go out there like he wins games just by doing what you got to do. He Carson Wentz will actually win a game on his back. He'll lose a game on his back too, playing stupid. But he'll win the game on his back, like airing the ball out, having to do this, having to do that, like running, doing whatever.
I believe you, Ant.
Where's Bubba at when you need him?
And you know I'm clipping this, right? Because you know you go to jail for that, right?
Yeah, you need to go to jail. You need to go to jail.
And then I'm gonna just play the clip right after, Tevy. I'm gonna play the clip right after and end the video.
He's a very mediocre quarterback that he wins football games. Like you can't take that away from him. But he's a mediocre quarterback.
No, I love your take, Ant, because that's why Bill Belichick loved Jimmy Garoppolo, because that's the type of quarterback Bill Belichick liked. Like he liked where like y'all go do your job, don't lose us the game, but you don't have to win us the game either. Like we'll take care of that. And Jimmy Garoppolo was the perfect quarterback for him.
Also, another thing, Jimmy Garoppolo I think he led the league in turnover-worthy plays, as in plays that should have resulted in an interception or fumble. And especially in the playoff game against the Packers, that boy Jimmy Garoppolo should have threw like 7 interceptions or something crazy like that. Garoppolo sucks, man. The majority of the time, he spent most of last season trying to turn the football over, and majority of the time it didn't happen. I actually seen like his win shares numbers was terrible last season. The 49ers could have won like another 4 or 5 games if it wasn't at the fault of Jimmy Garoppolo.
But you know why that happened, Ant?
What?
Good things happen to good-looking people. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true. No, but Garoppolo last season, like, it was really not that good, to be honest.
Didn't they vote him like the most good-looking guy in the NFL one year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you over here talking about some turnover-worthy plays.
Nah,
no,
bro.
Turnover-worthy plays is an excellent stat by Pro Football Focus. It's an excellent stat.
And when the 49ers win the Super Bowl, you put Carson Wentz in that same thing. They going to the Super Bowl still?
No.
Yeah, because Sean McVay he's running the ball. The whole offense is Sean McVay running the football. That Garoppolo didn't take them to the Super Bowl. Sean McVay offense took them to the Super Bowl.
That's not Sean McVay. It's Kyle.
He actually do. And the Super Bowl, McVay didn't trust Garoppolo. He asked this man to throw the ball 7 times. Everybody know. I keep saying Sean McVay. Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah,
Kyle Shanahan did not trust Garoppolo at all with the football in his hands the past 2 years.
That's
so. I mean, what do you like? What do you think?
Not deny as far as arm talent, Carson Wentz is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I won't argue that. But for the simple fact that Carson Wentz it's too good for his own good, bro. He will lose you the game. Jimmy Garoppolo won't lose you the game. That's the difference.
I said he'll lose you.
He wouldn't go to the Super Bowl then. He wouldn't go to the Super Bowl.
No, Kyle Shanahan knows when and when not to take the ball out of his quarterback hands. And his running game is always going to work. that zone running
So,
scheme is always going to work. So they had nothing to worry about.
so if they don't put it in Carson Wentz's hands, who they gonna put it on?
They're going to be running the football. That's what I'm saying. He's going to take it out of his hands and he's going to pound the ball. They could. Kyle Shanahan, not many quarterback. Carson Wentz can't go to any team and do that. Kyle Shanahan could go to a Super Bowl with a lot of quarterbacks. He could take, I say, 50%. Like quarterbacks that we say are just good starters. They're not like real Pro Bowl, All Pro. Kyle Shanahan could go to the Super Bowl with a lot of.
No, and I like this thing because like Kyle Shanahan, Carson Wentz won't be put in situations where he got to make bad decisions. Like Kyle Shanahan will put him in good situations where like the motherfucker will be wide open. If Carson Wentz misses that, that's on him. Which I don't believe Carson Wentz will miss those plays. So I believe Ant when he makes those takes.
He literally set Debo and George Kittle to be wide open in this offense, and everything is really based on that running game. Like Kyle Shanahan is unmatched for real. His offensive mind is really top of the league.
No, I got you, Ant, bro. Just don't forget about my Chick-fil-A tomorrow.
I guess.
But my underrated team is the Panthers. I think their offense is set for Baker to succeed, even though the Browns' offense was far from terrible. I feel like this offense is a lot more complete for him. You have Christian McCaffrey, who is probably the best running back in football when healthy. You have DJ Moore, who is a great receiver. You got Robbie Anderson, who should be a great receiver for Baker Mayfield, even though they got, whatever their little personal beef is. I don't know who is their tight end. It's that rookie, that young boy, Tommy Trumbull, I think.
Yeah, I like Trumbull.
Trumbull's good. I'm not really too sure on the Panthers O-line situation. Probably mid, but it don't really matter. Their DBs are crazy, bro. The Panthers DBs are ridiculous. You got Jeremy Chin back there. You got what's the young boy, Dante Jackson back there.
I don't think Dante Jackson's still with him. I thought he left.
I thought he resigned.
I know they
possibly. I don't know. And they
up there. He nice corner. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, the second year corner. Yeah. Last year, I can't think of his name.
What is it? I forgot boy name. Is it Horn?
Yeah, J.C. Horn.
Yeah, he not.
Yeah, J.C. Horn. I forgot about that nigga too, bro. Yeah, they still got Dante Jackson. They got Brian Burns. They just got a bunch of young boys. They got Matthew Ioannidis off the Redskins, or not necessarily got him, but you feel what I'm saying? They got Corey Littleton from the Raiders, who is also a good linebacker. And then they got C.J. Henderson too. C.J. Henderson is decent. Decent enough cornerback.
I forgot.
So, like I said, their DBs is very solid. So.
I gotta see him play. I don't know what happened in Jacksonville with that man. I'd like to see him bounce back in his career.
Yeah, so I got the Panthers.
I like the answer. The only thing is, I just don't like the division they're in. So, like, you feel me? Like, when you asked the question, I looked at it as, like, an underrated team that could, like, make some noise in the playoffs or, like, almost make the playoffs. I just feel like the Panthers, like, yeah, they're a good team, a good roster. I just feel like they're not going to win a lot of games.
I think they'll still win games. Yeah, the Bucks is still going to most likely win the division. Yeah, the Saints are still nice. But I don't think that's really I think the Panthers can still make a wild card spot if they really want. Like, not really wanted to, but I'm going to just say they got the potential to in my eyes.
I ain't gonna lie, I just don't like Coach Rule. I feel like his play calling. I don't know if he calls the plays this year or not, but I just feel
he haven't been calling the plays at all. He lets coordinators call the plays.
Okay, well, shit. I remember him in college. He just like, bro, like, why are you throwing the ball three straight downs when there's 6 minutes left and you up by 2 touchdowns? Like, you have.
That's what happened when you play in the Big 12.
All right.
I feel like you should just run the ball.
All right, so it says, so we're going to slide into some fantasy real quick. It says, in 2019, The number 2 pick had the highest percent chance to win a championship at 14%. At 2020, pick number 5 was at 12%, and 2021 pick number 9 was at 12%. So what pick this year will probably lead to the highest percentage to winning a championship in fantasy?
Pick number 4.
I was gonna say 5. Do you got?
I mean, it's so vague because
I'm about
everybody
to
drafts
say.
different. No matter what pick you
Yeah.
have, when you get around 2 or 3, like some people go running back, running back. So tight end, if you want to just get a for sure one. I mean, I don't think it matters.
I'm about to say I just did a draft yesterday. It was my coworker league, but like it's an 8-man obviously. But this boy picked Pat Mahomes at the second pick, first round, second pick. So I'm like, it just depends on how you draft.
Nah, so I think the way that article went is based off, like, you feel me, projections. Like back in 2019, the second overall pick, whoever went second overall probably was like a league winner pick based off like one probably was getting hurt. So I think you find the answer after the season. Like last year was number 9, and that was based off, people probably picking up Jonathan Taylor, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor going? He was like a second, third, right? He wasn't a first rounder.
He was the beginning of the second round, I believe, because I think Ant got Kamara and then Jonathan Taylor in the second.
You mean Kareem Hunt and
Go ahead.
I think Ant first pick was Kamara, right?
No, our first pick was I don't think it was Kamara. I think Kamara was my second pick. Oh, wasn't Kamara might be my first pick.
Yeah, Kamara was your first pick because you was right before me, and I thought I was gonna grab him, and then you grabbed him before me, and then you grabbed Jonathan Taylor before me too in the second.
I ain't had Jonathan Taylor last year, did I?
You did.
I was trying to trade for him.
I was too.
I don't remember. I don't
Yeah, your team was
remember.
the only thing you did right last season.
Yeah, that's the only thing you did right.
All right.
Look at him smiling.
I don't know how you can smile after what you just said earlier. I'm still disgusted.
What you mean? Oh, you mean about Winston Garoppolo? I didn't laugh.
And you had a good team until you started drafting in the third, fourth round. Like you started with.
My team was good overall.
You started with Kamara and Jonathan Taylor, but then you had no quarterback. I forgot who your quarterback was. Your wide receivers is ass. So I felt like you could have had a good team. You would have drafted better last year.
I don't think my wide receivers ass. I did struggle at quarterback for a while.
Who was your wide receivers?
I told you, I don't remember my team.
Yeah,
I don't know how y'all remember this, but I do not remember my team.
He had Michael Pittman. I don't know if he got it off a trade or he traded it to Micah. I think he traded Michael Pittman to Micah.
Yeah, he gave Michael Pittman to Micah. He gave him for free. He gave Kamara and Pittman for Hunt. Like, how you give Pittman and Kamara for Hunt?
I think he got something
else. I got somebody else. I got a good receiver. It was on the same level with Pittman. I forgot who it was.
Yeah. All right.
You had Debo too. That's the only other player that I knew you had Debo.
So which receiver is going to be the receiver to show out in fantasy this year? So in 2019, you had Chris Godwin, Kenny Galladay, Julian Edelman. 2020, you had Diggs, Ridley, DK Metcalf, Lockett. 2021, you had Cooper Kupp, Debo, Jamar Chase.
If this guy stay healthy, I'm going with Kadarius Toney. If Kadarius Toney stay healthy, he could have a crazy season. I'm talking about around 100 catches, 1,500 yards, 12, 13 touchdowns.
What the fuck?
Your quarterback has to be good.
I'm about to say, then he.
Not really. I mean, good receivers have great seasons, but bad quarterback play more often than that. So.
Hell no.
Nah, you wild today. You want something else.
If DeAndre Hopkins got put up 1,400 yards and over 100 catches with 6 quarterbacks, Larry Fitzgerald did it for years for sorry quarterbacks. It's enough. If you actually go down, it happens more often than you think. Like, sure, it's bad quarterback play, but didn't Deontay Johnson gave like more than 100 catches last year?
Yeah, he was like third in the league for receptions per
Yeah, but
game.
Yeah, and a lot of yards. Like the
but
good
Big Ben,
quarterback play matters, but like a receiver
Yeah,
that have
but
an OC year without good
no,
quarterback
but
play.
look with the Steelers
big
offense, we only did short yard passes. So like Big Ben literally threw it 1 yard for 1 second in the play to Deontay Johnson, and that was maybe 70% of his catches.
Yeah, I know. A lot of times, see, I see how it look like, but I'm just saying, it don't take like most of Kadarius Tony catches are going to be short. Almost
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time he caught the ball last year, it was a short pass, and he just made a play.
Well, if I
well,
draft him
like, Big
before,
Ben was
he give
Big
me
Ben was bad last year, but he's still a Hall of Fame quarterback. At the end of the day, he's
I
not as
mean,
talented
the point is that
as
he
that
could have a
now.
great season. Kadarius Tony could catch around 100 passes for 13, 14 yards. He's definitely capable of that. And
line up.
Brian DeBoer passing game, bro, he left the Bills and he went to the Giants. DeBoer is definitely going to plan on getting Kadarius Tony the football and space this season. Believe that.
Line
Giants,
up.
the Giants. One second.
What I'm gonna do this year? I'm gonna draft Hunt and get Tony, trade him for Ant best player.
Wow.
So
Try.
the
You
Giants
better,
don't have the worst offense. This
you
season.
better accept it too.
If we being realistic, it's either gonna be between Jefferson or fucking Cooper Cup
Now,
or Stephon
I
Diggs.
think it's like more of a
Yeah,
I'm
breakout
up.
season.
I'll probably say Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, and Cooper Cup again.
Question was more so like who's gonna have like a pop out season from being like
that's
Oh,
that's
pop out.
he's like the question was
pop
like
out.
who you think that like nobody thinking of that would be in the top 5, top 10.
Darnell Mooney. What are you talking about? Come on now. Darnell Mooney. You want to talk about somebody catching all them balls, and that's Darnell. Ain't nobody around him. And he gonna
He's
get the
not going to catch
yards.
a lot of passes.
He is.
Darnell Mooney ain't start getting played like that until what's his face came in. Was it Dalton or who was it that came in?
I forgot, but whoever came in
Was it
for
Dalton?
like with Fields, I'm not gonna blame Fields, but Mooney is not gonna have the season people think he is. Like he got a decent season, but I don't think it's gonna be crazy like people
You
think he
trust
is.
It
you
will
trust
be.
James over Justin Fields?
Say what?
You trusting Daniel Jones over Justin Fields?
Yeah, yeah. Daniel Jones can actually come out, and I seen that he could run the short passing
I'm
game.
about to say, Daniel Jones got better shit around him.
Yeah,
No, I like
definitely
Jones.
better coaching as of right now.
So a wide receiver, I think that can possibly pop. I'll go with maybe Sky Moore.
Oh, I was
You know.
reading my answer.
Right. I'll say Sky Moore. He's playing with arguably the best quarterback in the league. Um, you know, they don't have a clear number one besides Travis Kelce, but I'm talking about wide receiver. I do think they're going to use him more in the like Tyreek, the deep threat. Have him, sweep around the backfield, stuff like that. So I think he could put close up to top 10 numbers maybe if everything goes right.
I like that answer because they're a passing offense. My two
Mm-hmm.
would be Allen Robinson, only because he had a great 2020 season or 2019 season. Then he had a bad year last year. So with Matthew Stafford, I know Cooper Kupp is there, but I feel like Cooper Kupp can still be top 3, and Allen Robinson still be top 10, depending on how the offense plays. And my second one would be the top 3 wide receiver in the league, Chase Claypool. You feel me? Like I ain't buy his jersey for nothing. You feel me? I feel like I don't know if he's top 10. I don't feel like he's top 10 fantasy wise, but he's definitely going to be worth a wide receiver 2 to me.
I think you probably better off taking George Pickens over Chase.
I hope and pray you take Claypool in the draft, bro. That's all I can say. I'll give you the nicest high five.
I doubt anybody. I mean, somebody in our leagues gonna draft him, but I ain't gonna draft him. If I see better value, I'm gonna pick him. But if he goes undrafted, I'm definitely gonna pick him up. I got a lot of faith in him, bro. He's tall. He got the talent. He just needs to put everything together, and it might be that year.
Talent. Hey.
Nah, he got talent, bro. And you remember what he did to y'all? 5 touchdowns? Come on, bro.
Who we talking about? We talking about Claypool? And it was 4 touchdowns.
I thought it was 4.
It was 5.
It was 4.
It was 5. You want to bet on it?
I think it was
Bet.
4.
Bet?
Yeah, bet that Chick-fil-A. I owe you 2 Chick-fil-A dinners, one this week, one next week, or lunch or whatever. If not,
And if not,
you owe me 1 this week.
that was fun, bro. I'm out. All right, we can bet.
Chase Claypool had 7 touchdowns and scored 4 touchdowns. Or 7 catches for 4 touchdowns, my fault.
And then he have a rushing touchdown too.
It was 4
I
total.
think he had a sweeping one.
Yeah, he had a rushing touchdown, 4 receiving.
Let's say he scored 4 total touchdowns in one game versus the Eagles in his
It was
career.
definitely for it. He caught 3, he ran for 1.
Then you won. I thought it was caught 4 and ran for 1.
I remember he only got in the end zone 4 times. I know it was a lot, but 5.
Well, I got bro.
Also, funny that
either way, he has the talent to be a top tier wide receiver.
Claypool not that talented to me, not gonna lie. He's fast and he has a big body, but he's not that talented to me.
He is talented. He is talented.
Yeah,
what separates the best from the average is just work ethic, honestly.
I think he's the least talented receiver on the team. So
I mean, he got great wide receivers.
You can't compare him to every other.
I mean, if we put him on your team, he's either wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 1.
He will never be wide receiver 1 over Terry McLaurin.
Receiver 1 on the Commanders is way above Khalif Raymond, no comparison.
And to be honest, I can honestly say Jahan Dotson honestly might have just as much talent as Chase Claypool, to be honest with you.
I think Dotson gonna be better than Claypool too, but McLaurin and Claypool is like.
Nah, McLaurin nice. He got better work ethic, but Claypool
he's better all the way around. It ain't no comparing.
All right, bro.
I think you confusing like.
Hey Claypool, if you watching this, bro, man, come on, show out for me.
Like, bro. Yeah, his stats are mad and look good and everything, but like Claypool is not like a crisp route runner out on the field to me. Like when I see him, it's not like he's creating massive separation. He's a good jump ball receiver, but
it's all good. It's all good, bro. He about to show out this year. Watch.
There's a lot of teams he won't be a wide receiver 2 on. Promise you that.
Yeah, based off the things he did, yeah. But I'm telling you, this year he about to do crazy. Watch.
Hope so. But
now I'm gonna draft him first round. Fuck that.
Go for it.
Do that.
Go for it, big dog. Mine's probably gonna be like Cortland Sutton though. Tim Patrick tore his ACL, so that's unfortunate. Russell Wilson coming into an offense, which is fantastic. Russell Wilson always, I'm not gonna say he loves his number 2 more than his number 1, but we seen how he was feeding Lockett the ball a lot compared to DK Metcalf. I mean, DK was getting the ball, but Lockett was definitely getting the ball a lot too. Jerry Jeudy, I know how great Jerry Jeudy can be. I just have to see it before I can say it. Cause he only had 3 touchdowns in 2 seasons, even though he did get hurt, but it's still not, not impressing me. Cortland Sutton, I've seen him do great things. I've seen him have 1,000-yard season. I just feel like he can, maybe not wide receiver 1, but maybe clinching into the like top 12-ish.
He's done it before, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he did that one. I know he had 1 like 1,000-yard season. I don't think he was like top 10 or 9. Yeah, he had 1,106 TDs. All right. So this is probably the last question for the night because it's about to be 11:30.
I got one more after that too.
Oh,
it's just the Roquan Smith joint. My fault.
Oh yeah. Out of all the second round, all the projected second round running backs in fantasy football, who is the best between Leonard Fournette, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Javonte Williams, and Saquon Barkley?
I feel like if I say mine, I'm giving my picks away. I ain't trying.
We already know what you're going to
say. How y'all want to talk about fantasy football, but then y'all want to talk about fantasy football?
Nah. When it come down to that, though, when it come down like them second round joints.
The best second one out.
The best second one. No fantasy topics.
Is DeAndre Swift. It has to be DeAndre Swift for my eyes. I think the offense is going to be going crazy, so it got to be DeAndre Swift for me. If a close second, I would say probably. I don't like Leonard Fournette, really. I don't like James Conner. Cam Akers is... What?
No, dude.
What Cam Akers? I don't know about Cam Akers because he didn't really play like that. I don't know. I think he's gonna get a lot of the workload. Aaron Jones is actually a really interesting one because you know who else they got? Who else they got out there? I think they're gonna run a two running back set of some sort. You know, I think him and AJ Dillon will get a lot of time on the field together. I think Aaron Jones is gonna get a lot of work in the passing game. So I'll probably go my top three. Would probably be Swift, Jones, and then maybe Saquon.
Oh, you said top three?
What was the
Yeah,
question?
in the second round.
It was just one, I think. But
It was
Just
in
one?
you can give three, I guess. I'll get my top three too. Fuck it.
oh, you go ahead.
My one is just fuck. I'm gonna say it's Leonard Fournette. It's obvious. This
My
man,
one,
his backup is a fucking rookie receiving back, and Brady old ass don't got time to experiment with no rookie. So therefore, he gonna go with who he trusts more, and that's Fournette, especially the better pass blocker. And then you lost both of your centers, which means the O line got a little bit worse, which means it's gonna be passing on first downs and shit. So who you think catching them dump offs? Fournette. Who you think gonna get all the runs? Fournette. So it's like, yeah, bro. And he finished what? He finished running back number 5 and missed 4 weeks. So like, come on. But that's why I ain't want to say, 'cause I feel like I giving up too much information. That's obvious. That nigga really should be a first round pick, but fuck it, I got another lead. I'm not. That's why I want the last pick though. But it's okay. I got the last pick in another league, so I don't give a fuck.
Isn't Joe Mixon a second round pick too?
No,
late
first.
He's right at 13, so I kind of didn't consider him because that's right on the border of first.
So Zion, if you had the last pick, you would be going Diggs and Fournette.
Nah, I'll go Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon Fournette.
So you're not picking Diggs?
Nah.
He a fake Stephon Diggs fan. He just all talk.
Most likely I'll trade for him before I pick him.
Yeah, that would be a nice little 12th pick and a 13th pick. Your two running backs. That'd be nice.
Yeah, anyway.
So if we could get 17 games out of him, give me Saquon. Saquon for 17 games. I mean, he's a top 2-3 talent at running back. Forget fantasy. But they dumped the ball off to that man. That man, he'll have 17, 18 rushes and 6, 7, 8, 9 catches in the game easy. I understand they have almost 100 rushing yards and 100 receiving yards in the game. Yeah, he just got to stay healthy. So a healthy Saquon I think, is the best of the bunch. Then I would go Fournette. No, I would go Aaron Jones still, and then Fournette.
The only reason I'm not putting Alvin Kamara in mine is because I don't know if he's gonna get suspended or not.
He's going to get suspended, I think.
His suspension ain't gonna take place until 2023, or at least every single report I read about that. Not a single one of them, like on God, all 100% of the reports I seen, all keep saying it's gonna get pushed to 2023.
I just wonder who's gonna take that risk.
Kamara might be my 2, and then Jones and Fournette.
I want to see how far he dropped in the league. I want to see who's gonna draft him first. Because if that nigga do end up being suspended, y'all gonna be sick.
Probably Micah's gonna draft him. But Barkley, Kamara, assuming all healthy, all plays game. Barkley, Kamara, and then Fournette.
No one makes those.
I do like Connor because high scoring offense. He can score a lot of touchdowns. He can catch the ball, but it's just like I like the other 3 options better than him because they're better players. But I do like Connor in that system.
I think we can all agree Javonte Williams is last, but
I mean he's a good running back though. He's gonna have a lot of carries.
I ain't gonna lie. I might put Swift. Well, Saquon last for me. Then I might put Swift, then Javonte Williams now. Because now I'm hearing Melvin Gordon dealing with a foot injury. So, hey.
Saying that.
If that's going to bump up Javonte Williams' workload, then so be it.
Because I'm being active on the PlayStation party because you be looking up fucking training camp notes and shit.
Nah, I be seeing it on my Twitter joint when I open it on the OTN podcast joint. because that's the only pages I follow. All the NFL pages.
I
They
got you. I'm like, all
retweet the beat writers and shit.
everything is like, oh, from camp. I'm like, damn, this ain't no hella shit from camp. Like, he be there and shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I be watching that shit too, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know nothing about Steelers camp. I just watch the preseason game and judge it myself.
I'm gonna take Kamara, Fournette, and Swift. That's gonna be my top three. Kamara, that man on the field, bro. He too much of a dual threat. He's just literally a poor man Christian McCaffrey, just black. We got Fournette. Fournette, everything was on, so I don't really got to repeat all that. And then DeAndre Swift, when that man on the field, bro, it's like, I don't know. Like, that man at running back, he don't even seem so realistic to me sometimes. Like, it's just we don't see him enough. That's the only reason. But when it comes to fantasy, if health is the only thing I have to worry about, bro, then I'm going to take the nigga, bro. Like, if the talent is all there, if the only thing I have to worry about is health, then I'm clearly going to take him. The same shit with Derrick Henry. I'm not worrying about his health, bro. I'm taking him. Same thing with Christian McCaffrey. I'm not really worried about his health. I'm taking him.
I mean,
what
Swift.
about Jamal Williams, though, with Swift?
Jamal Williams in fantasy before, when Swift was out, was averaging 9 points a game when Swift was out. Like, Jamal Williams really...
Nah, I'm not saying he about to do something. I'm saying he's still going to take some work, though.
I'm not really worried about that. Not really worried about it enough.
Okay.
I got a question, y'all. Besides the running back from the Jets, what rookie running back can have like a good rookie season where like you'll pick him up in fantasy?
Dameon Pierce.
What team he on? Because I'm not
Texans.
Houston.
the Texans.
Yeah.
I say.
And my fault. Go ahead, Zon.
Yeah, it's probably about to be the same one, but I say the running back from the Chargers. That's only if Eckler get injured, though.
What's his name?
He real good. I forgot his name. Oh, Zamir White. But that's only if Jacobs get injured. So like, it just depends.
There's always going to be a good rookie running back that pop off this year, and I'm trying to take notes now.
It most likely be Brees Hall, though. He the only one that's starting.
Besides him, like...
No, it's not.
What other rookie running back is starting? Well, so I guess Pierce maybe, but I think
Brian
Robinson,
bro. After Antonio Gibson fumbled, listen. After Gibson fumbled today, Robinson came in. That man started getting like 4-5 yards a carry, bro. He was going.
He didn't have
bro, that man was going crazy, man.
Alabama.
He was from Bama.
So you think he's worth picking up in the late rounds?
Oh, yes.
He'll probably rise up on the boards.
Bro, Gibson fumbled 6 times last season, and he just fumbled in the preseason. So clearly his, like, I'm just saying,
Y'all still got McKesson?
Huh?
Y'all still got McKesson or McKisson, whatever?
Yeah, McKissick's our third down pass catching back. He doesn't really run the ball a lot.
Robinson not a catching back?
He can, and he caught 2 passes today, but McKissick's like the best pass catching back in the league. Like
that boy trying to scout him so you get him in that late round. I see you, Juan.
I know, that's why I'm asking the question.
I'm about to say that's what he just said.
I was there at the game. I did like the Robinson guy.
No, he was a dog. He didn't have a negative carry. He runs hard.
No, I saw that. I liked him.
Yeah, I don't like Antonio Gibson.
Didn't think he was a rookie. I thought he was like a third-year bat.
Oh, no, he's a rookie.
But he was out there doing his thing.
Yeah, he was our third-round pick, I think. One of our third-round picks.
Yeah, he was fire.
Yeah.
What was on? That's what you about us.
But the last question is, Roquan Smith requested a trade. So my only question is, do y'all think he get traded? And if you do, where y'all think he would go?
Yeah, easy, Washington.
That's it?
That's the answer to my question.
All right, to answer that question, I think a team that really needs a linebacker, the Chiefs, will go and get him.
I'm no bias, all bias aside, I do think it's the Commanders, not gonna lie. That man Roquan Smith is a great linebacker in all aspects of the game. The Redskins have no Mike linebacker. Like, we have Cole Holcomb, but come on, bro, how does that even sound, having him as our Mike linebacker? Like, Cole Holcomb is good, but that's not Roquan Smith. So
yeah, his name's not tough.
Nah, Cole Holcomb is a tough name. You ask me, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
he ain't got a mullet. His mullet's tough. He's tough.
I like the Commanders. Like they got good defensive line. They had good corners, and I guess you said the only weakness is the linebackers. So for you to trade for it, Rotron Smith would solve that problem. I feel like you might as well go ahead and do it. He's still young. Get that final piece in the puzzle to finish that great defense, and then hopefully Carson Wentz and beat Carson Wentz and lead y'all to the playoffs.
Bro, our corners looked so bad today. Like we pay our corners are two like highest paid players.
Steven Parker was looking good out there. That's all.
No, I didn't watch the second half. I went and played golf. But earlier when I was watching William Jackson and Kendall Fuller, like they're probably two of the highest paid guys on our defense, and they do not look that good.
I mean,
yeah, but are you expecting them to be that bad in the regular season?
No, I'm just saying. Like last year, our secondary was not that good, and our secondary is supposed to be much better. Cameron Crowe was supposed to have a big year. And who's our other safety, Mike? Oh, it's Bobby McCain.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
He's
fine.
Bobby McCain's not gonna be good. He's just an athlete.
Yeah.
All right, so with the defense, I felt like y'all defense was good when it was younger because like the defensive line was causing havoc. Last year there wasn't that much havoc on the line, so the defensive backs had to like really play defense. Like when you have it, and within 3 seconds, like you feel me, your defensive backs can like, you feel me, don't have to play that man to man down to deep.
Yeah, from watching the game today, our D line looked pretty good, but Baker was getting that shit out quick, and they were all open. Like I don't know whether it was the secondary, or the linebackers, or a combination, but like our defense was getting pressure, and that first drive the defense looked kind of bad, but I was really happy with the offense. I don't know, Mike, if you saw Carson Wentz's first drive. Well, he actually, I don't think he had really a bad throw. He threw one over the middle to he got one of our tight ends like absolutely clocked. So that was a bad throw. Like he got his hands on it and he just got absolutely drilled. But other than that, I think Carson Wentz looked really good. So I'm actually very excited so far. We'll see how that goes when Gibson starts fumbling and our secondary gets beat like a drum.
I like Sam Howell there. Sam Howell's looking great, bro.
Yeah,
he was looking great. He missed a lot of throws, or not a lot, but he missed a few throws that an NFL quarterback should be making. But I like the fact that he was taking a risk on the throws. He was like taking a risk on, because not a lot of NFL quarterbacks take those risks, but he was taking those risks, making the throws that are like proper throws to be making. So
I've never watched him, and I didn't know he could run.
Yeah, I was gonna say he ran that in. That was a good decision. And he led them. They was down 14 with like 7 minutes left, and he led them to a tie.
Right. He'll be the back.
All right, y'all. That's it for the night. We gonna slide up out of here.
Man, make sure you follow all the socials, man. All TikTok, all Instagram, YouTube.
Catch us on Pro-Am.
Twitter.
I will be making. I'm about to say I will be making a Facebook probably before the season start. So
like us on Facebook. Poke us.
Make sure y'all watch our One Piece episode that came out today.
That's right. And then
we'll see us on OTN anime coming soon.
Hell no. We do got our fantasy draft in 2 weeks though that we will be streaming. So
make sure y'all tune into that.
Best PG, best hash.
Yo, Zion, can me, you, Jake,